Welcome. Welcome. Sorry for the slight delay in starting the stream, and sorry for yesterday. Man, it's been another one of those weeks where I've just been sleeping really late, and just been spending time resting, having a rest. But I've still been doing drawing in between, but just not streaming it. So here I am. So I've been looking at this picture now. This is what we worked on my last few streams. I'm not too feeling about it. I might have to redo it again. I might redo this pose again. Find a better pose. I'm not sold on it. Glaceon. So yeah, I'm not sure. We need to repaint it again. That's the idea. That's the objective for this session. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, an email. Oh. Is that an email icon? I don't think there's an email icon. Oh. Is that an email icon? Oh, there isn't. Why? Oh, email, that's why. There we go. Oh. Well, same thing. It's not working. Why ain't it working? It's set up with my connection on my laptop. It's not registering. Why is it not showing the website? Wi-Fi working, right? Hang on. Let me just check this. I don't think the website, I don't think my old laptop likes Picato. It's not really up. It's a bit of a strange one. Well, yeah, so I need to find a new pose for this. I've found a doggy pose, which is leaping forwards, but again, I think I've done that one before. This kind of pose is a bit, let me turn off all the few things there so we've got this again. I think maybe it's this. I think I might need to change the paw here, maybe just that. That could work potentially. I think it being lower could be the reason why I'm not sold on it. Maybe that could be. Shading is what's causing that kind of derpy. Yeah, let's continue on with this. Let's fix that paw as well. I'm not sold on that paw. Maybe the paw is what's giving me away there, giving me off there. All the music's louder than my voice. So hang on. Oh, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, it is. Sorry, let me just. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. I think I had it on loud because of my game stream. I think when I was playing Amnesia, because there's not a lot of sound going on. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen when there's not much sound. You want to put your voice volume up. I guess in this case, because we're streaming art, it's just gonna be music in the background. So I guess that's the reason there. Is that better? Should be better. Yes. There you go. Nice. Very nice. Yes, very good. Okay, I'm just gonna sort out my references here. Oh, found it. Yeah. Yes, I might raise that paw. I might raise it up a bit, perhaps. It's a bit of a funky, twisty, jumpy, posy thing here going on here. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Because I was tempted to redraw this again, but I might just go along with it for now. And if I feel that I need to make another one, I'll make another Glaceon and repair it. But before I begin, let me just double check if there are some poses I can choose from. Maybe something that looks good, leaping pose. Maybe something a bit more action. Excuse me. Got hiccups there. No. That's from the chili sauce. So I had some Tabasco sauce with my meal. So heating up the food. I had chicken nuggets on a bed of rice. Chicken nuggets on a bread of rice with a generous splash of Chinese curry sauce, which is like, you can get them in tubs. It's basically like it's just basically paste, and you add some hot water to it, and boom, done. It's like really thick sauce. You get, I mean, you can have it with some chips It's not spicy either. It's just very flavorful. It's very nice. Position these windows here. Oh. So I'm looking for all these dog photos. Why isn't still trying to load up Picato on my laptop and it's not like doing anything? It's just stuck on a frozen screen here. I'm not sure why. Let's close a few windows there. Let's close that window. Let's try and close some windows there. I think it's the only way to make this work. Unless no. Yeah, I was just checking if Chrome needs updating, but Chrome doesn't need updating. I'm not sure what Chrome is even doing. Right. Leaping doggy poses. Something with leaping, something with a bit more finesse. Leaping, maybe the doggy leaping, husky leaping, maybe a leaping pose. Ooh, there we go. I think I've got most. Oh, this one's good. Oh, I found a good one. I found a good one actually. Oh, this one could work. This one could potentially work. But I like this one because it's got a twist. You see. That twist is pretty good, but this one could also work as well. You see, do now. Start again or redraw it. I have it a lot. Yes, I do. I do have it a lot. I find it easy. You know, it's easy cooking because yeah, all you got to do is boil some rice, and then the nuggets you can just chuck in an air fryer. Boom, done. I might change it. I might have some pasta. I've got some pasta lying around. I should probably have some pasta soon. Pasta's really carb heavy, you know. But I guess having a bit of chicken nuggets has a bit of the protein. Can have a bit of protein, right? And then mix that, you know, with the rice, bit of rice. Yeah, you have a bit of carbs there. But like pasta's just pure carb, right? Gotta be careful with pasta. Normally, if you're not careful, normally, someone like me, I sometimes fill my plate up with pasta, and I've got some like nice ricotta cheese. So, yeah, I'm a sucker for that. Okay, let's bring up Camtasia Recorder. I see you were watching Afro play Deep Rock Galactic there, Lucy. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if he can hear you. Did you hear, or you want to find there? Yeah. You left him. Yeah, I don't know if he was listening in on you, or if he heard you, or he was. Okay, good. Yeah, I kind of told him I had to go off and do some cooking, so I was kind of watching and eating, but then I've like had a little kip to get regenerate, get some energy back for streaming. So got my coffee though. Coffee's good. Very delicious, very nice. So yeah, like I try and sleep around 2. I've been getting better at it. It's not 3 o'clock. Thankfully, it's not 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Tonight. I'm gonna try and sleep at 1:30, maybe 1:30. But yeah, I don't want to go too late, because otherwise, you know, it's just becoming that bad habit, isn't it? It's a bad habit I need to rectify. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna turn off everything here and look at this pose again. Excuse me. I'll look at this pose again completely and get that head bump. Find where it is. Is that it? There we go. Head bonk. Head wrist. I'll call it head wrist. Head wrist. Yeah. It's that this kind of strange or bend which kind of is putting me off when I look at it. And I think that's what's causing me to not like this piece. So when I do some fixes to it, maybe let's erase that. Let's keep a copy of it. Actually, before I do it, let's keep a copy of it. Copy ink. Just erase that pore. Copy that. Delete that. There we go. Actually, keep a slight tint of that. Actually, yeah. I'm a bit nocturnal. You know, I'm a nocturnal individual. I like to, you know, I feel much more, you know, I feel much more comfortable at night, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm sure you feel. You work at night, so I'm sure you probably feel the same. You know, like I feel more productive, like doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't. I don't like daytime. I'm not a daytime person. I can tell you when I used to freelance a few years ago, I would wake up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I kid you not, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then have my breakfast around about 6, whatever, and then I like doss around for like a couple of hours, and then at 11 p.m. I start streaming, and I stream from 11 p.m. all the way to 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning, doing arts and stuff like that, and then I'll go to bed and repeat the same process again. My sleeping pattern was broken. If you think about it, you know, if you go into, like, you know, staying up that late, and you know, streaming all night and then going to bed, you end up just losing yourself in that kind of weird time zone thing. So you wake up in the evening you know, wake up in the late evening. How's it going, Zebra Man? Yeah. It's That's a long stream. Yeah. Like on Picato, people stream for a long time. You know, long hours. I think the longest I've ever done has been 12 hours. A 12-hour stream. And that was intense. That's from 6. That was from midnight until 12 in the in noon. You know, 12 noon. 6, so 12 at midnight. That is great. Yeah. With breaks, I did like take like a break, like 10-minute breaks in between. You know, talking, you know, stopping and relax, you know, stretching and stuff. But it doesn't half mess your day though. Usually up and yeah. So that. When I did the 12-hour stream, that messed up my sleeping pattern big time, because you can get, you know, it just wrecked my sleeping pattern completely. I was just gone. I was long gone. I was like, oh boy, oh dear. That's yeah. Don't do that. Never do that. Would not recommend. That's why I started realizing that. Doing long streams are pointless. It's best to do because you know, I mean, no one's going to stick around to watch your stream for a good 6 hours, right? You know, unless they've got time to kill on their hands. But I've noticed, you know, it's not worth it. So that's why I started doing shorter streams. Shorter streams are much better. You know, doing 3 hours. 3-hour streams, 2 hours. Well, this stream usually I'll keep it within 2 hours, 30 minutes. So, yeah, that's been good. That's been good for me, you know. And at the same time, I'm trying to keep that schedule. Obviously, I've missed last week. I missed streaming 2 days of art streaming because I was just being sleepy, and then yesterday I missed that because I slept through it. I woke up at midnight. Literally woke up at midnight yesterday, and I thought, there's no point in me streaming at midnight. I might as well just go to bed. So I went to bed. Woke up bright and early today. So yeah, I'm trying to be good to myself. But yeah, it's tricky. It's getting tricky. I need to stop sleeping late. That's the problem. Like it's a bad habit. If I worked from home, I would have Twitch in the background all day. Yeah. Oh well, you'd be surprised. Excuse me. I don't really. Like when I'm working, I tend to have I tend to have YouTube running, and I watch a lot of TV shows. Like I watched Only Fools and Horses, Bottom, some bit of Father Ted here and there. But what I have been watching recently, or quite often, is First Amendment audits, which is it's something that happens in America quite often. It's an interesting subject because for me anyway, because I like watching these kind of things, which is like people encountering the police, and there's like, you know, bit of exchange of words, and it can get a bit intense. But I like those like realistic reality kind of situations where, you know, so basically in America, people's rights are being, or so they say, people's rights are being revoked bit by bit. You know, if you don't exercise your rights, you lose them. Right? That's what they're saying. So what these people do, they go around with the cameras and they exercise their First Amendment right, which is to film, you know, in publicly accessible areas, right? So this could be in libraries, this could be in post offices, this could be in council offices, because it's public area, right? It's owned by the public. So these people go around filming things, and then you have the staff who are part of these buildings. They get upset, you know, that why are you filming me and stuff like that. But the thing is, they're working for the public, so they you can't escape it. So it's obviously a bit of exchange of words happen, but some end amicably, some end in a bit of argumentative stuff, and police get involved, and obviously the police can't get involved either, because the police have to uphold the law, right? You know, they have to uphold the First Amendment. So it's interesting to see some cops that don't know the law, and some do, you know. Yeah, I get that, annoyed that. I'll kick people out filming my colleagues. Well, the thing is, if they're filming in a private property area, like if you film in a shop, if you take a camera, right, and you go to a supermarket, and you film someone in the supermarket, you're filming around in the supermarket, that is illegal, because the supermarket's a private property. It's not owned by the public, so you can't do it there. But if you go into, let's say, a council office, or something that's owned by the government, then you've got every right to do so. You know, like anything which is like accessible to the public, then you have every right to do so. So I just find it interesting. It's very interesting how these, in America, the laws are very, very different, and they're very intense encounters. Nothing like here, but still, it's just interesting. I find it interesting. So I've been watching things like that. Really catches my eye, and oh yeah, you know. Hang on now, I'm painting the wrong layer. Oh dear. Yeah. Ooh, that's close. Okay. Yeah. I got carried away there. So, yeah, First Amendment audits. I thoroughly enjoy watching those, and another thing I like watching is documentaries, weird documentaries. I've been watching Crimes That Shook Britain, things like that, murder, criminal crime documentaries. It's bizarre. I go through a phase of watching random stuff, and it's just to pass the time, really. Yeah, you like documentaries? Yeah. You should check it out. Crimes That Shook Britain. There's one which I really enjoyed, was the history behind the sewer system, the London sewer system, the UK sewer system. That's been really good as well. You know, how that all runs. And one second. One second. Oh, yeah. We need to stop. Right, thingy bobber here. 1 second. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I was saying. Yes, the UK sewer system. So how it came to be, you know, like it first started off in Liverpool, the first sewer system, and you know the history behind it, how it came to be, and how London soon implemented the similar system that we see today. You know, the Suez, everything, how the tunnels were created. They were created in a specific shape so water would easily pass through it. Great engineering, you know, thoughts of how it all got made. You know, it's crazy, and it's still kind of used today. You know, the infrastructure, it's still there, but obviously slightly improved on. But some of the original pipes and stuff are still intact, because why fix something that's like that, you know, that doesn't need fixing, right? It's great. I've been watching things like that. Yeah. No, I'm actually thinking of repainting, redrawing this doggo with another pose. Let me do something quickly. Let me just maybe put this back together again. I mean, the paw, this looks okay now. I think the paw was kind of putting me off. Maybe the shadow. I think the shadow might be putting me off as well. Let me keep going back and forth on this. Let me go back to the reference. Where's that reference? We're out now. There you go. Speaking of shadows, there is a bit intense. That's why. There we go. You got into marine engineering, one giant ships and rigs, and okay, that's interesting. Yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah. Have you watched MRE videos? That's another thing I like watching, MRE videos, MRE taste test videos, where people open these military rations and they taste test them. And this one particular channel I like watching, this person opens like rations from 1920 and stuff, and from World War I and World War II rations. He opens them, obviously the ones which are edible, he tries to taste them. Can you imagine, you know, tasting stuff from 1940 and stuff like that? You know, it's crazy. But you watch MRE as well? Oh, nice, Lucy, nice. Lucy watches it as well. Yep. Oh, you know him, Steve MRE. Yep. I let's get it onto a tree. Nice. Let's get it onto a tree. Yeah. I like his music as well. He makes that. All his music he does for his channel. He does it himself. So I like doing that. Like that kind of silly music he puts in there. Really random. The French ones are super fancy, yeah. I wouldn't mind trying to do like a MRE taste test video. It'd be nice. I can probably get a few of those things in and give it a try. Let's get it onto a tree. But I'll need my own. I'll need my own like cue token signature line. I mean, how he does it, how Steve does it. He nails it. You know, down to a T. But I need something like that. I need like a. Need to think of a way to do that. I mean, one idea I had in my mind I was going to do once I get a camera. I was actually thinking of getting a proper video camera, is to do reviews, coffee shop reviews. Go to coffee shops around London and do reviews of them. Like not much on the coffee, but more or less for people who want to go around studying. You know, not studying, but like, you know, if you got a laptop and you want to go somewhere, maybe if you want to read a book somewhere, you know, like what's a good coffee shop out there to for those sort of things. You know, like if you're in that location, you know, it'd be nice just to know what's around there. So if you're like in Covent Garden, then you can say, I can probably find a coffee shop there and say, hey, there's a nice coffee shop here which you know, has several plug sockets under the chairs and around here. It's got a nice seating area here. It's open until 9 until 7 p.m. You know, whole selection of nice cakes and stuff. It's close to all the shops and stuff. And is it a good place for studying? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it depends. All depends on, you know, if you're if you're willing to cope with the noise, you know, because like you know, central London coffee shops have, you know, they tend to bring in customers which have prams, you know, children and stuff, kids with prams and stuff, and sometimes things get loud, like really loud, children screaming and crying. And if you can't cope with that, probably not the best place to have, you know, go with a laptop or with a book. Children can be a bit unruly. Yeah, exactly. I used to go to fair few coffee shops where I'd see students like sitting around, like, as you know, just doing that all day, and whilst that's a good thing, it can be a bad thing because students don't really buy a lot of stuff in coffee shops. They tend to just sit around, taking up all the seats. But you don't know. But yeah, I mean, yes, that was a general idea I had. I thought it'd be nice to do a selection of videos, but I need to get a good camera, a camera which has those LCD things you can flip around, so you can do like a selfie. I've seen a few. I think Canon does one, so I might try and invest in one of those. Let's see what happens. You have to invest in the camera, but they I think the price has gone down for them. I have to double check, because this was like 3 years ago. It was about £600. I may have to check if it's gone down a bit or not. It's a good selfie camera for vlogging. That's the right word, vlogging. I'm a vlogger. Get that vlogging done. So it's how many weeks left? It's about 2 weeks left, isn't it? 2 weeks left until Confuzzled. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Getting close. It's getting close. Yeah. Are you excited? Is the excite real? I keep thinking you're going. You're not. So you're not going. Oh. Yeah, it's expensive. It is expensive. I was talking to a few people about it, a few friends that are going, and I'm just thinking that same amount I can probably go to Disneyland or something. Disneyland, go somewhere else for holiday instead of convention. So I think maybe I was talking about yesterday. Yeah, not yesterday. I may have spoken about it on my last stream. I'm not sure. I may consider trying to go to a different con next year. Give CF a miss. You know, go to one in Spain, which is March, which would be nice. The Madrid one. If you've never been to Madrid, I'd recommend it. It's great. It's fantastic. Spain is just a beautiful place to be. So I may consider doing that, going to Spain. There's a lot of cool people there. A lot of cool people I've bumped into there as well. Networking lark. unfortunately, my money situation might change again because my folks want to. Basically, I still live with my folks, and we want to do some refurbishment. We want to build a like what's that stuff? What's the thing at the back of the garden? Oh, it's like a glass kind of conservatory. That's it, conservatory. We want to build a conservatory at the back of our house where the kitchen is, because our kitchen's really old. We've got like a shed area which is kind of made of wood and stuff. It's not really good. It's been like that since we moved here, so obviously it's time. You know, we paid off the mortgage ages ago, but it's time to start fixing things. So they want to. We've been going through. We've been looking at some builders to look at it. So the possible cost of it is going to be like 40,000, at least 40,000. So, and obviously, the person that has to pay for it is usually me. Well, part of it's going to be coming from me because I'm willing to help out my folks. So yeah, but it's fine. I mean, 40,000 is, but I think that's 40,000 a normal cost for a conservatory building. I'll have to double check this. So, yeah, costs money. Everything costs money. It's not fair. It's not fair. Everything costs money. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. Yes. Oh, really? Oh. I mean, for me, it's affordable, but at the same time, I'm like, I have to be like, I'm gonna start being like a monk, living like a monk again. But I mean, I pay for it. It's fine, but it's just, I was thinking of I was hoping to buy like a studio flat, or studio apartment, or something like that. So I might have to wait for another few years or something before I can invest in a place of my own, another place. That was the idea anyway, to purchase something like that. But yeah. One can only wait for hope for next attempt at buying myself a little abode. I still want to learn to drive a car. I think I mentioned it before. I've been taking some driving lessons and not driving lessons. Sorry, I've been taking some driving tests, theory test on the app. Sorry, the app. Just talking rubbish now. Sorry, like in the app thing. So, but I've been spending some time doing that. So, yeah. Hey, Mongrelist. How's it going, Mongrelist? You alright, Mongrelist? What up? What up? Oh, do you want a multi? I don't mind multi-ing if you want a multi. I'm streaming at the moment. Yeah. Doing streaming, so yeah, I could do a multi. Yeah. Delicious. Get this angle right on this ore. You might angle this down, maybe. Oh, maybe. And that straight one. Remember, the shape of this is slightly. Look at that. Whoop. Do you want a voice? I could voice. If you want a voice. I can put my headset on. I can get my headset on. Now my sound a bit. If you want a voice, I can put my headset on like that. Where do you want me to join? Let me know what voice comm you want to join. I can. Happy to. What's going on here? What's happened? Why is this paw gone all funny? 1 second. What is going on with this paw? Did I just paint on the wrong layer again? Oh dear. Oh, yes I have. Oh, thumbs. There we go. That's better. Yeah, he was fine. I mean, if anyone watching wants to join us on call, they can join us on call if they wanna. They can lurk on there if they wanna. I think right now I'm just quite on. Oh, there you go. Hello. Oh. Hang on. Let me broadcast your voice on. Boop. There we go.
Yay.
Yeah. There we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah, have you sent me an invite? You have sent me an invite?
I believe I did.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Okay. I'm testing to see how. I don't know how loud my fan is, but if I don't have it running, I will die because it gets hot very fast.
It's cold here, you know.
I know. I wish I lived over there, but no, I live in a desert.
Well,
so...
the funny thing is tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be 21 degrees, which will be nice. Today it was like 10 degrees or something, which is cold. It also rained as well. Yeah. Where's the summer? Because like normally around this time last year it would be sunny and warm, and now it's all just something's up. Climate change.
I mean, yeah, it's 88 here, which is, I forget what the math is for Fahrenheit and Celsius. I think it's like 30 degrees difference. I just use Google. Hold on. 88. Let's see, what is that in your terms? It's 31 Celsius is what it is outside.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
that's actually like nice. That's not too hot here. It can get much hotter.
Yeah, but you have an air conditioner, right? You have a.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah. Well, I have an AC unit that has one of those like hoses that sticks out the window.
Yeah. So
because like last year I was dying, and then a friends of ours, they were moving to the coast, which is a lot cooler, and they're like, well, okay, we know you're dying of heat, so do you want our AC? Because we're not going to take it anyway. Like, please give me it.
Yes, take it. Yes,
I'm just in this tiny room.
You want it? Yes, good. Yeah.
It worked out. Am I streaming yet? Hold on. Start streaming.
So I was meant to buy an air conditioner for this year. I didn't, and now I'm doomed now, because obviously right now I think the prices of air conditioning units have gone up now. So
yeah, they go up. They get really competitive, or they just sell out really fast. So honestly, my boyfriend and I should have tried to get one for our bedroom, but I'm like, well, we at least have a fan, and if I have to, I can always move this AC up there, or we'll try to find like a smaller unit that goes into. There's ones that sit in windows and you like close the top of the window on top of it to like shut it in, because that's the style of window that we have upstairs. The ones in this room are like big sliding windows that go left to right. So the unit I have works for that style. But yeah, and we tried different little things. We'll see. I'm like, I can deal with heat a little bit, and when I'm really desperate, I have a big pillow, like it's like a human-sized dog pillow that I'll put in my room in here, And I'll go downstairs and sleep in here with the AC on when it gets like when it's like 100 degrees at night, kind of heat.
Yeah. That's
I'm
good,
like, I can't deal with it. It's too hot. So we have more stuff. We have like more couches and stuff than we did last year because we've lived here for a little over a year now, or actually more than a year.
Nice.
So now it's like we're furnished because for a while it took a while of like we didn't have enough heating for some things. We just bit by bit we would add stuff between the roommates. So now it's a lot more comfy. Let me see that I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm wanting to paint this or get it done. I was working on it mostly yesterday because I sketched it like back in December, and then a few weeks ago I redrew it. Like I fixed up the sketch the anatomy was kind of funky, and then I'm like,
that's very nice.
Yeah, I want to. It's a gift for my boyfriend, but I want to make it into a print because it's like a cute theme. And I was like, all right, well, if I want to do prints before BLFC, probably this week is like the deadline of getting stuff done so I can order it, and then not be in like, you know, a 1 week rush of like, please get these printed.
Yeah, I know that feeling. So basically, in the UK, we got Confuzzled, which is the biggest furry UK convention, UK furry convention, and it's happening on the 27th of May. So it's like it's almost around the corner, and I've done no prep work or nothing whatsoever. I'm basically just taking the old stuff I did from 2000 and 2020 because that's when the conventions kind of stopped due to the lockdown.
Yeah.
So I just kind of just went whatever. Like so I've just done nothing. I just realized that I just like I was talking about this a few streams ago where I realized that conventions like Ferality, I don't really need to do these like conventions to do dealing. I can just do it all through there.
Yeah, you can just like do a virtual.
And it's just
a
done.
Virtual con. Yeah, you don't even have to go. Like I like to do that. I like to like look at other people's booths, or it's really fun when you're at your booth and like people come by, you're like, hey, and they're like, oh, this is you. It's kind of fun. But it is a nice way of just at least getting advertising and stuff. So. I mean, like the last Ferality, that superhero one was really good. Like I got really good. I didn't participate because that one was happening literally the same time as PawCon, which is a San Jose con that was made to say fuck you to FurCon, and it's a small party con is what it is. But I did really well, but I was like, well, I'm gonna focus on the actual con I'm going to instead of trying to make a booth really fast. And the booths aren't too hard now. I've gotten used to like what their format is, and so I can like slap something together like within 5 or 6 hours. But it's like I don't know. I'd be like, sorry, I'm not even there.
So like but like it just got me thinking. It's like, well, I'm prep, like all this prep work stuff to this convention. It's making me feel uneasy. Like it's just making me feel like it's bringing back all that annoying pressure and anxiety of it all. Whereas the online stuff is just make a booth here, done.
It's a lot more chill. You're not having to socialize as much. You're not gonna do if you run into some weirdo, you can just like block them or leave. You know, there's some things like that it's a little more. I still like real life conventions, but the virtual stuff's been kind of cool. It's a nice way to meet people and socialize that you normally wouldn't be able to.
I mean, for me, the reason why I like that kind of convention is the fact that because it reaches out to a global community than just the local community.
Yes, true.
So like the people that saw my booth at Ferality were people who from all over the world, whoever attended, and they were from all over the world, so that's great. Whereas Confuzzled is just basically everyone from the UK.
That's the thing with PawCon. It's all Californians. It's all there were a few people from upstate or from other states, but it was like mostly either Central California, Southern California. FurCon draws in enough people because it's an older, more established con. But I mean, and BLFC I'm excited for because that's one where a lot of people travel to as well because it's become a big con.
Yeah, I've been told this weekend, I think, is Furry Atlanta, Furry FWA. Yeah,
FWA, Furry Weekend
that's
Atlanta.
the one. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
so I think.
my park bench is going to that one.
Mm,
So he's excited about that. He's never been to a con, and I'm bummed out
mm,
that I don't get to go with him to his first con, but I'll see him sooner or later again. Old friend, so.
Yeah,
But
I want to I want to try and go to other conventions rather than just the local ones. 'Cause I think I'm just getting sick of
yeah,
it. Just getting sick of the same people.
the same stuff. Well, that's
So,
the thing I
yeah.
worried about between because the only cons I've ever vendored at were PawCon, and it was in 2019 and then in 2021. So because of COVID, there was enough of a break where like stuff was fresh still, and I had brought a few new designs, but I felt like I was just selling the same stuff again.
Yeah, same here.
And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to add like at least 2 new stickers and like 2 new prints. That was my goal.
Yeah.
And then I'm refreshing my stock of a couple things, but not everything.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to get like a holographic version of one of my prints, stuff like that. Like just see what is cool. But then it gets like, all right, how much money do I want to? And I know it's not just for this con. Like I probably won't sell out or anything, but it's like it adds up after a while where I'll spend $200-300 on stickers because I'm ordering so many.
Yeah.
Or it's because when I was ordering like 5 or 6 designs at once, I'm trying to only order like. I'm ordering 2 new ones, and I'm restocking on my logo sticker because we use that as when people would come by my booth. Usually it was for if they only bought something, but if someone talked to us long enough, we would give them a sticker. Like
yeah.
it has my little character with her claws out and my name, so it's like advertising anyway.
Yes. See, with me, like I've seen a lot of people printing out stickers and stuff like that, and I said to myself, like for me, like I had a discussion with some people. I had like a Dealer's Den video, like a Dealer's Den discussion video from basically it was a panel between dealers.
Okay.
I recorded it and put it on YouTube afterwards. It was basically 5 of us talking about experience, things to know about dealers' dens, and what things to know about, and how to do taxes, things like that, preparation. And one of the things that I mean, this is a debatable thing. I personally find stickers to be a non-lucrative. It's something I find that you have to sell at least a lot of them to make a profit from it. If that makes sense. Otherwise,
no, I agree with that because I'm learning a sticker costs about as much as a print does to order from a lot of print services.
So like,
but you can sell a sticker only for like $5 at the most, and a print for like $30 if you're really pushing at it, or more. If it's like a big print or something. And I'm like, I just like stickers, and I like the idea of being able to like because when I go to a con too, sometimes it's like there'll be a couple artists that I know I want to buy a big thing from, like a plushie or a print. But then I'd like to support other artists, but I'll spend only $5 or $10 at each person. So it's like stickers or charms, or they're not definitely not as lucrative. I just like stickers too. So I'm like,
that's understandable. I just like from an artist point of view, if I'm like taking stuff there, I'm like, I don't want to start. I just feel it will just end up. I'll sell. Like, let's say I make 200 stickers, or order 200 stickers, and from the total, and the convention's like 2 days or 3 days, whatever, and you manage to sell just 50 of them. So you end up with 150 left over.
I mean, my idea is that I have leftovers for like other conventions I want to do. Or that I want to start participating in. There's a thing called Art Hop in Fresno, but it's also in I think it's in other states. It's pretty common in California, but it's like once for Fresno, it's the first Thursday of every month, so it'd be tomorrow. And businesses open up, galleries open up, but a lot of times it'll be like a bar will maybe in their back area they'll have booths that artists have rented out. One of my friends does it. He does like pottery, and so she'll sell mugs and little clay figurines. And then someone next to her might be selling stickers or little merch, or just like they're just, t-shirt vendors or whatever they are. There's art galleries like the Sorensen that a few of my friends rent from. That one doesn't get as much traffic, unfortunately, because it's kind of on like the very south side of town. So people don't go as far. But like the other ones, like food trucks line up at these like different businesses, and then people can set up like quick booths or quick pop-ups. Right. And so it's really cool. But it's also like I don't have all the materials. Like I don't have my own table. I don't have my own canopy and things like that. I'd rather team up with my friend or a friend to try that versus like sitting there for 4 hours hoping people want to buy furry stickers or something.
I get you.
It's also knowing your market, because like some of my friends would try Art Hop, but then their art would be a lot more specifically furry, like very hard toony. So their stuff doesn't really work with normie audiences as much. But I mean, it depends what you do. You can adapt stuff. You can make things that are just kind of neat to look at. But I want to try it at some point. So because I know just doing nothing but commissions is a way to like wear yourself out into the ground. If you're not careful, you have to diversify a little bit.
Yeah, I'm more of the like take big jobs, work less.
Yeah, I just don't know how to find big jobs.
Like folks like you know if you can do like 3 commissions and that's like worth like all the stuff that you did, like basically if you if you do
like
3 so like if someone commissions you, like if you get 3 commissions, that covers your trip there. And that's it, isn't it?
Oh, I see.
So like and then anything on top of that is just bonus money. But the thing is, it's work that you're getting, and so like so I mean, my table, all I have is my badges, my commissions, and then the art book, and that's it. There's nothing else there. I don't know.
Okay, I thought you were talking about just like general, like how you do freelance work. I wasn't. My brain wasn't thinking about like tables still. But no, you're right. You're right.
Freelance work. Yeah, I still do freelance work, but that's separate from this. That's separate from for the convention stuff. I mean, in terms of convention stuff, I keep it. I tend to have an empty set. I tend to have a really clean table.
Yeah, I see.
Normally my table is it's just
mine's been kind of a mix where I'm like it's half and half, where the middle has some stickers, the left, when my boyfriend's been helping me, that has all my prints, and then the right I show commission examples, or like if people are picking up badges, I hang them there. And so my side is the commission side, and like 2/3 of my sales are commissions, whether they're take-home commissions. Actually it was 50-50. About half of them were take-home, half of them were stuff I did at the con, because I offered doing like ink washes. So those were like $75 to $100, and it's like I took like 3. So I was able to do all those because I don't want to have to ship stuff to people. That's why I don't do traditional commissions. I don't want to ship. I don't want to send people shit because I don't like dealing with shipping. I'm worried it's gonna get lost in the mail.
So I've got one sketch, like lined ink sketch I did for someone 2 years ago, and I've still got it on me. And I talked to them on Telegram. I tell them like I need to figure out how to send it to you, because if it gets lost, that's it, isn't it? I'm probably going to send it like via courier, but the customer said he'll happily pay for that courier cost as well, so that's fine. But it's just the fear of sending it and it's going to get fucking lost. And you go, because it's traditional. That's what makes it tricky. But I mean, the things that I tried to convince him to go for a digital piece, and he said no. I've got too many digital pieces. I want something digital. I want something traditional this time.
Yeah.
So I said, fine, okay, all right then. I did try hard to sell it. I did try very hard to sell the digital side, but they weren't having it.
Yeah. It's nice to know what they want.
Yeah, they knew exactly what they wanted. I was like, okay, fine, you can have a traditional piece. So, but yeah, I've got it. So it's gonna be nearly 3 years now since I've owned it. all they have is a photo of it, but yeah, I need to try and send it over to them at some point. But it's just the thing is, I've been trying to find the best time to send it, because obviously lockdown's kind of easy. I think lockdown's ended now. COVID pandemic has kind of eased down a bit, but it's just the fear at the time of sending it then.
And then it
would have been lost.
Or something.
Yeah.
Valid fear, you know.
Or the what is it, that the custom tax, gotta pay the custom tax and all that stuff. Can you imagine they open it? So what's in here? Oh, hello.
A bill.
No.
Yay. Customs are annoying. That for sure. I don't think the US will usually deal with it, but I know other way around it happens a lot. Getting stuff from the US. At least when I've gotten stuff that's from out of country, I haven't had to deal with that yet. But
in the UK, it's not been that bad. I mean, like I'm fortunate that my postal like depot thing is just literally around the corner. It's just 5 minutes walk from it. It's just
oh, nice.
So
okay.
So I ordered something from Japan, but the thing is, the cool thing is they send you a text message with a link, and you just pay for it there. You pay for the customs through the online service, and then it gets sent to you.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, well, that's when I ordered the ultra posable Judy Hopps figurine. These little things. Yeah.
Nice.
You can't get them. You can get them still, but people. Scalpers are probably selling it for like 4 times the price now. So
yeah, as scalpers do.
Yeah, I should have bought another pack. I should have bought another box because she is super posable.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've seen people do.
Poses?
You can do any. I don't know if you see the webcam. I'll show you. I don't know if you've seen these.
Yeah, I could see you on.
Let me change the camera. There we go. Do everything. Look. Do anything in there. Legs around, arms, hands. A face comes off. You can change the face as well.
I'm catching up.
What's catching up? Oh, yeah, Picato. It's gonna be like hours away.
Oh, there it goes. Now zoomed in.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
You can get a Nick one, but the Nick one's not as posable as the Judy one. But the Judy one's like
you can really,
posable.
Yeah, you can really mess with
posable.
it.
Yeah, that's
cool.
So people have been doing like on their hands and knees and stuff, and all sorts of crazy poses with this. Yeah, and the eyes move as well. You can move the eyeballs around, so you can position them in different directions and stuff. So you can.
That's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I bought it for £70. I think £70. That's not including the customs, so it came to about just under £100. So yeah. And when I saw it, I was like, "Money's an object. I'm getting that. I want it." It's a good thing I did because you couldn't buy them anywhere. I was just by a matter of luck saw it available in stock in Japan. I thought, right, gotta get it before they disappear.
Yeah, before they disappear.
Yeah, no.
Your instinct was right.
Yeah. Like, yeah, got him. I got him.
Got him.
Yeah, because I normally don't buy figurines and stuff. Not much of a figurine collectible person. I know people that they collecting figurines and stuff. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm a little indifferent to it. I dated a guy that was he was into mechs. So it's funny, like how I was a furry, he was into robots. Like it was that level of like big nerd. And it was really fun that way. But I was like, these are a lot. There's so many. I guess I just don't collect physical stuff that much. If anything, I've kind of become a collector of plushies, but it's that I'm not buying every plushie that I see. It's usually if it's an artist I really like or they're based around a project or something. So like one of my favorite comic artists, painters really, but she's making a comic. Her Kickstarter had like a plush and a book, like a big bundle. So I was like, I want it. Stuff like that. Like I'll jump at stuff like really cute plushies or like really artsy ones. I kind of want to get art dolls. That would be something I would be into. But those get really pricey, and I have to save up.
Yeah,
because they're like $300-400.
Because they're custom made, aren't they?
Usually they're custom made, or they're like like a white an auction. I would get one made of my Sona. That would be cool. That's a goal one day. Big posable werewolf. But PC stuck with a lovely. Oh. Yeah, we're just stuff, I guess. Otherwise, I feel it's nice to paint though, because I feel like I'm not painting enough, and
I've been painting enough.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of art as much recently. Just having a lot going on, but a lot of my commissions always end up being just like sketches or quicker things, and I'm trying to push at wanting to do more detailed work.
Right.
But like doing personal art first helps me practice that, as well as like I'm not like, I'm only under pressure for myself. Like, I want this to look as good as I can make it because I'm making it for me, or however style I want it.
Of course.
So yeah, that's kind of a nice feeling. I don't know why I made her fur green right here.
Yeah, because I was actually having a discussion with someone about stop doing commissions altogether and just focus on my own stuff. just
I can't do that. I have to make money, but
like I'm like because I mean now and then I don't mind doing commissions now and then, but like the primary focus is just do what I enjoy and then feed that to people and make content. Just make content and more content. Because there's nothing wrong with doing commissions. It's fine, but I think
your art's still different when you're making it for yourself.
Yeah, like you'll find that if you do stuff for yourself, you excel because you're enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you're doing like commissions and stuff, it's
they can still be fun, but it's
fun. It's not
different.
you. Yeah, it's not you. It's like it's for someone else.
You're envisioning someone else, or rather, you're like the vessel for someone else's vision. If we're gonna be all fucking prude about it, but like it's but it is like sometimes you need to like correct stuff that you think would work well, but they're like, well, no, I really want this because my character is XYZ, and you're like, well, that's gonna fuck up the composition, but that's what you want. You're paying me. This is your commission.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it's like you don't have to compromise. Because sometimes it's just it's not even like a big deal. It's just like little things, and it's like, oh well. Maybe another piece, but I mean, I know some artists then just kind of focus on YCHs and the like because then they can have more control. But in my experience too, people still kind of want a lot of input than what I'm trying to imply. Like, it's not that I don't know. It's like I want this piece to be funded effectively. Yeah. And I'm giving people an opportunity to fund it for me. Because otherwise it's like I would rather, or like I would need to just work on more commissions or take on more commissions anyway. But either way, I want to focus. That's what I want to do though, is I want to do more of my own art, sell that. I still like doing commissions for people because it's kind of a fun challenge, but just not it be my main or only thing. That's what it'll end up being, is I'll like look at my files each month and it's like, wow, I did literally 2 drawings that weren't commissions. Like, that's what it'll be, like, this is a lot. I need to just make more time as I can, balancing it.
Face reveal. Yeah, I did my face on the screen. I was actually thinking of buying a Elgato Stream Deck. Don't know if you heard of those. Have you heard of those?
It sounds familiar.
It's like a little deck with little buttons on it, little screen buttons, and you can change this. You just press the button. You can give it commands. Like you can give it like I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like so basically, if I want to change the scene, I can just press that button. It'll change that scene to that scene rather than me having to press a shortcut. Or you can press one button, and it can tell that one button can carry out various tasks. So you can say, open up OBS, open up Photoshop. So you can just that one button, you can set your stream up. You don't have to like. But it's not cheap though. They're about $150 at least, around that price range. Yeah. But it's really good for like if you're not if you want like a custom little. It looks like a little keypad, but each key is a screen. Yeah, a little tiny screen.
It's a screen. I think Park has one of those if I remember right, because he's super into stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can make them be like voice commands. There's different things you can do with them.
I mean, I just want, I just wanted to get it because it'll take. It makes for me it'll be easy to change scenes and do little command.
Yeah, it optimizes your setup that way.
Yeah. Because I was talking to someone about it, and what they do is they press one button on it, and it sets up their stream. And they go and get basically they press a button, and they go to get a drink, and the time they get back, it's all set up, ready for them to stream.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you can feed it commands like sequential commands, like as I said before, run OBS, next run Photoshop, next run Streamlabs list, Streamlabs thingy, whatever, or second one, open up this order sheet, which you normally use for things,
Interesting.
So you can do things like that on there, like you can feed it commands, execute these commands when you press this button. But yeah, for me, I want to do like scene changes and stuff. That'd be nice to do. Scene wipes.
Yeah, that's probably what I would use, either scene or I have most of what I want. I have as macro keys on my keyboard. There's like 5 extra keys, so I have a disable microphone.
Yeah.
I have a hide to desktop button, but I don't really need that one anymore. But that was from when I was living with my boyfriend's parents. But if I was working on something inappropriate, I'd be like, "Oh, panic button!" I just hide everything.
Oh my god. Born.
Yeah, and then volume adjustments, but it's like it varies with what you want. Setup thing like that would be kind of cool though, because sometimes it takes me a little bit to set up for streaming.
Exactly.
Depending if I'm going to take on commissions and stuff like that, I want to make sure my form is open. I want to make sure like OBS things are posted to. I'm trying to. I know there's Postyburb and a few things, but I don't like the format with some of those.
Yeah, I installed Postyburb and then I never used it. I just didn't like how. I think the first thing that caught my attention was you have to give it the passwords of your accounts.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was for me.
I was like, do I really want to be giving my passwords to an app? Like,
yeah,
if something goes wrong, they could. I don't know how secure it was, but I'm sure it's secure. But
I know a lot of people who use it, so I think it's pretty secure. But it's still it's just one of those things. But it might help. I definitely need to remember to upload and post more. I'm trying to be better.
Okay. Zebra says, it's on Twitch. Zebra says, he says, it's handy, super handy, that Elgato thing. Hotkeys for emails, Etsy, websites. Yeah, you can press one button. So if you had it yourself, you can press your button and open up your Patreon page instantly.
Not a bad idea. And a lot of stuff, it's like I have it's just optimizing at that point. It's like I have short keys, or in my Chrome, I can get to my email. I can get to my main Google form I use for commissions. It's like one of my main bookmarks because I just send it to people a lot. Yeah, or I have to check it a lot. But it's optimizing like that is really useful, especially for me. It's just in art programs, though, more specifically, where I have people asking how are you so fast, which I realize I just draw kind of fast anyway, but shortcuts are so powerful, that you can jump around to stuff. You're not fucking around with menus. It really does save time once you get good at them.
No, I agree. Yeah. That's why that's why streaming, you want to just want to automate things. You don't need to worry about.
You don't need to keep track of. One was I don't even know where it is on my computer, but I have a script someone wrote for me that syncs up my music and mic buttons with if I toggle directly onto OBS. So if I mute my microphone or my music on OBS, it actually hides those icons properly. I don't have to go and find them in my sources. I used to do that, and they saw me doing that. They're like, "Here, I'm gonna help you." So now I'm like too afraid to update my setup because I don't remember where that's.
Oh no!
I gotta find it in my computer. Really, I only want to update like some of the placement of stuff. I like what my general layout is, but yeah. What? I'm a coward. Literally ordered more porn 2 weeks ago. Oh, Laz. Coward at light. I see.
Laz's name is so dark it kind of blends in with the dark background.
I think they do that on purpose.
All right, okay,
that's
fine.
They're like being sneaky.
That's fine. Maybe I think Picasso needs to sort out the color choices.
It's 100% on purpose. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember I would like, you glance in the dashboard if you have that open, and you could see people, and Laz could be sneaky because it would be hard to see their name. Like, oh, they are here. There is a Laz. Yeah, very stealthy.
Another thing I haven't spoken about a while, which I'm still a victim of it, and I still haven't tackled it, is posting on friggin' Twitter and social media. I don't post as much. So last year I started, like 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago I started a not safe for work Twitter account, and I was very proactive. I was very proactive on it. I was very proactive, and then in a month's time, I reached like 2,000 followers, just like bang on like that.
Wow!
Just non-stop using it. Then I just went cold. Then after that, I just stopped using it. I got bored of it.
Yeah,
it happens every time.
I don't have the energy.
Yeah,
I don't have the energy to keep up with Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just exhausted. Yeah.
It's
like,
it's
oh
a
my
lot.
God.
Like I browse it enough, right? But I don't really like interacting that much on it. I can get myself to occasionally, but it's like, I don't know. It feels disingenuous sometimes. It's impersonal.
Yeah.
Like it's just too open in the air. So I'm like, I'd rather interact with people on Discord or I'm more of personable, I guess. That's how I like to talk to people more.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Or if there is some fucking wild opinion, but I don't really have that many things that haven't been said already, or that when something happens, like everyone snowballs and it's one big, trend or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I don't do art memes that much because I just don't usually have the energy for them by the time they're like, because things happen so fast now. Like I used to participate a lot back in the early 2010s, or maybe like the 2000s, DeviantArt and stuff like that. There might be like an art trend or meme, but it's like it'd be relevant for like weeks or a month instead of like 2 days. I'm like, I can't. Like maybe I'll be late or I'll draw something funny like a pose. Or whatever it is, but I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care enough. I'd rather do other stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just, so I've just been in that kind of like, exhausted, and I check on it now and then. I check on it now and then, week, like per week now, not rather than every day. But it's a lot of work. You have to put the effort in. I'm like, oh god, I don't know. If I do that, if I spend time doing that, then I'm not getting stuff done.
Yeah,
that's what I found.
Things I could be doing.
Yes.
Yeah. This is great. Yeah, we're getting there. It's like I'm trying to detail a part that no one is gonna fucking care about, but it's important to me. It's just getting her mane to look right. I haven't even finished her feet or her tail or the sheep.
Yeah.
No.
Here's a question: Have you ever thought about using TikTok for?
No. Yes, but I don't want to.
You don't want to. That's understandable. Yeah.
Most of it's actually from my boyfriend's sister, is because she loves it. He'll do like makeup videos, and she's having fun. It's cute, but I'm like, man, no, I don't. It's that. It's also that I know if I did join it, I would be super addicted to it, because I have a problem even with Facebook when they do those video scroll things. And so you just watch another video, and my weakness is cats or like animal stories where they rescued something, and I realized 2 hours have gone by. I'm like, why am I still on Facebook?
Well,
so I've gotten better. I don't look at my phone as much like when I'm waking up and stuff like that, because I'll just like forget what time it is. So I'm trying to avoid things that I'm pretty sure I would like waste so much time on, because I already have trouble focusing sometimes, or if I get up from my computer, like I'm infamous for being gone. But like I'll just be like, oh, I need water, but I also am hungry, and there's a mess here, and it's like whatever is in front of me, I have to deal with it. I guess, if that makes sense. I'm one of those kind of people, or it's like it becomes really relevant to me because it's in front of me. So I try to be aware of that and balance what I do around that. If I use it strictly as like a business thing, maybe I could, like where I was just posting like art compilations, or like when people like the big one is like recording yourself or something, or posting time-lapse stuff.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
I know I could probably, because Picarto saves them, I could probably download a few of the more recent ones I've done, like for this piece, because I know I wasn't too distracted during those streams, so I could probably like, I even thought about that for like YouTube, but if anything, not even to like make it a main thing I do, it's just like it's another thing to add for your art.
Yeah.
But
I'd be careful with Picato's recording. Its recording service is pretty bad. I've like, even though it's like, so basically I wanted to download one of the videos I'd done like this was about a year ago, and I was planning to like download one of the recordings I did, not for the Patreon, like, speed painting. So I left it downloading. And then near the end of the download, it said download failed. I'm like, what's going on here? Download failed. So I thought it must be a connection problem, my side. So I thought, let me download it again. The download takes about 15 minutes, because it was a big download. Like
it's a big yeah.
So every time it will fail to download in the last few hundred megs, and I was just thinking, what is going on? Like it works fine. Well, it kind of works fine on the preview page, but it won't let me download it. So what's going on here? So, I don't know what was going on. So I tried it on my laptop. I tried another machine. Same thing happened again. Like it will crash. It would not crash. It will say failed to download it. So basically, what would happen is it'll download a chunk of it, and then the rest of it's just like damaged.
That's an ass.
Yeah. So what I had to do was there was a program on Firefox you can get like a video ripper. I had to rip the friggin' video of the preview video, not the actual download video, and that kind of worked. But near the end, the file was a bit.
The quality's really shit.
Well, the quality was fine. It was just I had to rip it through the basically the video you're watching is not the same as the video you're downloading on their service. So I used like a video ripper to grab that video, and then use a bit of video editing to clean it up, repair the friggin' file. But it's just a friggin' nightmare. But like I tend to take Picato's way of recording with a pinch of salt. It can be reliable, but not as reliable as I had hoped. It's just a bit. You just be careful with it. Yeah, if it downloads it, it's weird. I don't know what they're doing.
It's still good to know. Yeah.
I mean, if you plan to do that sort of thing, I would say record it locally yourself with OBS. At least that way you've got like an uncompressed full video. Then you can edit the hell out of it.
Mess with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that then, because I know you can record and stream at the same time. What I'd probably like to do though, if I'm recording, is I'd rather not have my HUD in the way.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer. But
Zebra on Twitch said, TikTok's a good place for getting discovered. TikTok, you can get discovered. if you wanted to.
Now, is TikTok only for the phone, or can you have a web version?
I don't think it's a web version. I think it's just a mobile. Everything has to be.
This is why I hated Instagram. So if I can't use it on my computer, I hate it.
He said that.
That's my policy.
There is a desktop version.
Okay.
So that's
you
good.
Upload to the desktop version, because that was the problem with Instagram specifically.
Apparently, it's crap. It's crap.
Okay.
Because I was talking to someone about this, and what they do is they make the video and then they upload it to their phone, like through Dropbox or something, and then they use that Dropbox file to upload it.
And then upload it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way. Yeah.
That's how I'd have to do it for Instagram usually.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do that. Especially if you you schedule it in a way of like, all right, Sundays I'm gonna upload or work on editing and stuff like that, or whatever day it is you choose to do. Yeah. It's just hard to stay on schedule sometimes, but yeah, I know just posting and stuff would be good. I'm also just fussy on what I want to share, because some stuff I realize I don't I might have enjoyed a commission, but I don't really want it associated with me directly. So I'll post it on really furry stuff, but maybe for Affinity, or I don't upload it at all. I don't mind if they upload and credit me. I don't know. I need to get past that, because I get too it's not that it has to be my best work, but it has to be within certain themes or something, consistent, because when I post a lot, I feel like my art is all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily a bad thing, I guess. It's just, it's art at that point. It's content.
Yeah. So apparently TikTok's got good stats kind of thing, which tells you when's a good time to upload it.
Can you schedule posts on it? Because if you can schedule, then I actually might consider it. But
Zebra, can you schedule it? Give us a sign.
I mean, even if you can't, maybe I will anyway. But
yeah, because I think you can schedule in Instagram. You can schedule on there.
Really?
You have to do it via Facebook though. That's the problem.
Oh.
Because Facebook owns Instagram.
Interesting.
Oh, on TikTok you can't, sadly. Okay. You can't schedule to release it on a specific time, but you can save them to go out. So you can save them on there, but okay. But yeah,
but you can't tell it when to post. I see.
Yeah, but yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah. Sorry. For Instagram, you can, if you link up, if you have a Facebook page, like a product page, you can then link your Instagram to that page, and then you can go into business. You can create a business account and a business account. Yes, and then so basically you can post both on your page and Instagram, and inside that business suite, it's got a scheduling system on there as well, so you can schedule your posts.
I might look at, because I have a Facebook page for my art. I just never remembered to post to it either, and mostly because any leads I ever got through Facebook were shit. Either people ghosted, or they're like, "Can I get a commission that I would normally charge over $100 for $20?" I was too expensive for people, so I'm like, well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna market here. But if it can do a multitasking thing of sorts, that might be kind of cool.
Deborah says his partner, what she does is just set up an alarm clock on the phone. When it buzzes, you just submit it.
Yeah, submit it. I see.
You gotta get organized. You gotta get organized.
That's why I like Twitter, because you can just schedule posts, so I can just tell it the exact time and day and everything. So usually it posts when I'm asleep, because I don't wake up. I don't wake up early. I wake up earliest at 10.
Can you retweet? Can you schedule retweets?
No. You can only, and you cannot schedule chain posts. So if you're setting up replies, you can only schedule the initial post.
Right.
So that's kind of a bummer, but it's a start. And I do remember that I remember that because Facebook could schedule. I just didn't know they were linked with Instagram like that. I forgot.
Yeah, they became one a while back.
One thing, yeah.
But it's good. I think it's good because because I always wanted like a scheduling system for Instagram. But then after a while, I stopped using. I used to post on it often, but like it was I was in that same position of like, I need something where I can schedule it. I don't want to have to keep going in there. At the time, what annoyed me with Instagram is when you make a post, right? You're putting the hashtags in, and then I click on location, and it crashes. And you have to do it all over again. You have to do it all over again. You have to make the friggin' post all over again. And I got annoyed with it. I was like, right, forget it. Forget this, posting this.
Yeah.
Because normally any art I work on, if it's at a coffee shop, I'll put the location in, because you can feed in. It's got a location field where you are and stuff. And randomly, on Android, this was on Android, it randomly crashed because I clicked on the. So basically, if you make a long post with the hashtags and everything in there, and only for it to get deleted. I was like, so that's what kind of veered me away. I've also got a better phone now, but still, it's just, I guess having having scheduling a system would be nice, because I can just make a post, set it up, post it in a couple of hours time, set it and forget it.
Pretty much. Like, not a big deal then. I mean, my first goal is that I'm just trying to consistently work more often. So, like, have a schedule, nothing to do with posting, just like that I do art sooner in the day, that I do, get so many work hours in, because I'm usually kind of sporadic. And I know I can do better than that, as well as a lot of it was reliant on the inconsistency of my boyfriend's schedule. But we've been talking more, besides other stuff going on. But the new job he had, that I'm now not sure he's going to keep, had better hours. Like, he was going in earlier in the day, like at 10 or 11 a.m. instead of like 2 to 3. So I would just wake up with him, because we just kind of had the same schedule. But it would like fuck me over too, because I'm like, well, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't have to. But I do, so I can spend more time with him. But it's like, I'm coming to realize I need to make compromises with him of like, babe, you got to let me just treat this like a day job. Where that's
how you meant to do it, because it's work, isn't it? It's a job, isn't it? It's a job. You can't
I've been trying to get away with it of like, well, I'm really flexible, I have an open schedule, I'm my own boss, but I'm like, man, I'm not getting enough done.
because the thing is, the moment you start freelancing, like, which is what it is, you have to decide when to take time off, right? So but most of the time you're gonna have to sacrifice everything to work. Right?
There is still compromises you have to make. So
like, if it means like, if he's got a day off on Wednesday, that's fine, and you can, like, that'll be your weekend day off, and then Saturday and Sundays is where you work your butt off.
pretty much. It's kind of been a mix, because I like having, honestly, I like the idea of doing like a days split where it's like Sundays and Wednesdays. So that some weeks I will take an extra day, but it's also hard because most of our friends want to do stuff on weekends. So I'll still work in the morning, like on Saturday, and like get some stuff in, and then if they want to have a party or go to a thing, I was like, all right, it's like 5 now, I can go do stuff. I got like 3 hours of painting in, I did something, or whatever it was. But yeah, I'm trying to find what works for me, because one of my friends, I think he just like mostly does his art in the mornings. He's like, I treat it kind of like an office job. And that's when I get my work done. That's a good. I work on commissions in the morning.
That's a good. Good practice.
I'm so stuck on this whole, like, I can do art in the morning, but I've always been a creative person at night. I've been able to shift myself to be like, I don't have to rely on that, and I'm also trying to go to bed earlier, like early as in maybe around midnight or what, not 5 in the morning. Like, that's what early is. And but yeah, I usually stop doing art by like 10:30. I'm kind of tired. I realize I want to wind down, because I used to keep doing art until like right before bed, but I realized I don't like doing that. I'd rather like relax a little. I'd rather, you know, I'll play a game, or I'll see what boyfriend's doing, or we'll smoke some weed, or whatever we do. You know, whatever it is. So yeah, it's that's helped a lot, where I can feel a little more consistent and stable and whatnot, and also reminding myself to treat my own work like a job, because it is a job, even though I'll sometimes get people, most people are good about it, like my friends and stuff are very respectful and stuff, but sometimes like one of my parents might be like, you're not busy, right? Like they know I'm busy. But I also I like to be advantageous and realistic in the fact that, you know, I work from home, I don't have a boss, so like, yeah, I can drop everything for like 10-20 minutes on the occasion if there's like something something comes up or whatever, or like you want to talk or whatever, you know, like that's fine. It's just where it's like consistently, if I'm getting pulled away, it's hard to get your focus back sometimes. And
exactly, yeah,
I can make myself do it, but fuck, it's hard. Stop making it hard for me.
Sometimes you just gotta lock yourself up in a room and just get stuff done, and then like
I literally want to get a sign for my door that I can flip that will say something like "Do not disturb" or like "work hours" or something like that. I don't know.
Do you have like obviously this will cost money, obviously, like you know the virtual office spaces, you can just go there and work there and then come back, like it's like your own little room away from everything.
I have my own little room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have an office in this house, but what it is that, and so that's what's nice with this house, is that we have a lot of company, like there's 4 people that live here, so usually somebody is having someone over, but like I'm in kind of this corner of the house where, especially if someone's not familiar with this place, they won't even know I'm here.
Oh, okay.
And when the door is shut, everyone kind of knows to like either knock or just wait till I come out, because I might be busy. It's really only my boyfriend that will barge in. He's like,
that's fine.
Hey babe. But he'll if he sees me with headphones and like the microphone near my face, he's like, oh, she's doing something, and he'll like try to sneak up. I'm like, you can come say hi, just don't expect me to like get up and leave every time. That's kind of what it is, because sometimes I'm trying to wrap something up, or I'm like just focused right now, and you know, I've been trying to, not even trying, I've been socializing a lot more, which has been cool, but I've been cutting into my work time from it, so I'm like, I need to balance that, because I actually like my work. I like drawing. I really enjoy this. I like being alone. But you know, I feel rude if someone is over here and I'm like, no, fuck you. Like that's this impulse I have of I gotta be nice, I gotta be a good host, even if I'm not hosting. But I think I'm figuring it out. It's like not a huge, like, what a problem to have. I have people who want to hang out, like I have friends, but it seems silly. It's just hard to balance. Hold on, what color would this be? Look at this. I'm also excited because this painting is like past its ugly stage, so I'm like, oh, I still know how to paint.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It's getting there. Let me look at yours. What are you doing?
I'm just playing the Pokemon.
I see.
I wasn't too happy with the pose. I'm just going to go with it, and if I finish with it, I'm not happy with it, I'll make another pose. I'm feeling it because it's been 2 weeks since I last worked. Well, it's been a week since I last worked on this, so.
Fair. So it's like you're catching up to it.
Yeah, I came back to it. I was like, oh, okay. So like, I wasn't happy with the paw, so I changed the paw. Yeah, I'm just trying to not play it safe with these paintings, because every time because obviously you can find a lot of standing poses and like whatever, and nothing wrong with that. But I was talking to Meerkat about it, and she always says, "Hey, it's always good to push the boundaries a bit. Go a bit, go for it. Don't just do a standing pose of posing." Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I've been finding loads of like leaping dogs, cats, or whatever, and just been using them as reference guides just to try and make something more exciting for these Pokemon characters without making them look uncanny valley.
Yeah, that's especially when you do like somewhat detailed.
Yeah, not too realistic. Yeah, I've seen some realistic ones and they look a bit scary, but I'm trying to still pay homage to the way they look without ruining it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, some of the realistic ones, I appreciate it, where they're like, okay, how could this actually work?
Yeah.
And it's usually people who are more aware of, like, usually paleo artists, that's one of the big ones, where they're trying to recreate creatures that existed, but we don't have enough actual reference because they existed millions of years ago. So we're just guessing a lot. Based with what we have, but I bought a brush pack. Is it downloading? Is it download?
You downloaded a brush pack?
So I got a brush pack from an artist I've been following recently for Procreate. And it's funny because, like, literally I gotta update my iPad apparently. Let's do that. I commented on one of their pieces, like their whips, like 2 days ago. Like, not to be that person, but what brushes do you use? Because these are really cool.
Yeah.
And they were fine. They replied. They like modified their own stuff, and then they come out with this free pack, and I'm like, bless you, thank you. I tipped them some money because I try to do that when I can. So I'm excited to try to use this, but I've never installed brushes on Procreate, so I don't know how that works. But we'll find out. I'll do that later. But again, it's relevant because I want to use my iPad more, but I've been struggling to find it fun outside of just sketching.
Right.
Like, if I want to do detailed stuff, I'm like, I'd rather just move. That's what I did with this piece, actually. I drew it originally on my computer. I put it on my iPad because I'll paint it on there. I'll give myself something to work with, and I fixed the sketch, and then I put the base fill colors. I'm like, man, I don't really want to paint on this because I can just do it better on my computer. So I'm gonna just do it on my computer. Here we are. Let's see, but yeah, this one's had some jumps. Yeah, because yesterday too, I changed the lighting on this one a couple times because originally the lighting looked too much like it was in front of the wolf because I was trying to do like dramatic, like, very bright. I'm also trying to avoid it being too dark because that's what I end up doing in a lot of night scenes or darker scenes is everything's too dark, so when it prints it looks like shit. And I'm trying to not do that. I'm just not used to it, and it's hard because you're talking about changing up the pose and the pause, and I feel that sometimes you gotta play with it more and it'll look much better. But my solution was I added a light source right in front of the characters with glowy flowers. This way it can have a cute little like illuminated look. The characters are brighter and it's got a cute little theme to it now. It helped it, I feel like.
Zebra on Twitch says iPads are good if you need to change your posture. If you need a posture change, sorry. Sit on the sofa and to stretch out. Yeah, I was thinking of buying an iPad at one point, but then like, see, the thing is, I don't really own any Apple products, right? So if I'm just buying it just for drawing, I think like part of me thinks like it's okay, that's a good investment, but then how often will I use it? That's the problem.
It depends how much. Yeah, so for me, I've come to really like it. I still like it, so like I'll use it if we go to Art Meets, and I can bring my iPad.
Yeah.
I can, even around the house, because we'll have friends over, and sometimes I still want to work on something, or I want to doodle, but this way I'm not, like, I have a big desktop and a big Huion 20-something inch tablet, so I can't just take this with me places. So that's why I wanted an iPad. I wanted something portable. But it's still different, and it's also that I'm just, I'm so comfortable with this big screen, so I know part of it is just I'm fussy. I'm used to one thing, and this is like a transition of learning how to use this new thing. And honestly, I kind of wanted to use it for conventions, either using it as a display, or if I wanted to offer like sketch commissions that were digital sketch commissions, just at con. So I'd be like, here, you'll get sent this, like, say, in a, like, tomorrow, or I can at least rough out something for somebody. Kind of a cool way to, show people stuff. Just different things. But it's a lot. It is a lot. Like, I hadn't had an Apple product for a while. Like, my first computer was a MacBook, but that was 13 years ago, I think. Yeah, so like that. I was 16. It was my first computer, and I've used a PC ever since, though. I don't have an iPhone. Just, but I heard such good things about the iPad as a drawing tablet. I'm like, fuck it, I'll spend money on it as just a drawing tablet. I don't care. That's just me, though.
Yeah, so like obviously Zebra is saying, like, he bought, his partner's got one, and I think they obviously they got swept up in buying an iPad because 6 other people they know got one as well, and they never use it. So it's I mean I hope it's not because, like, I know a lot of artists, I don't know, some artists maybe have this mentality that when you see like an iPad, you think if you buy it, it's gonna make you like be more productive.
It's gonna make your art good.
Yeah, your art good. And it's not. Yeah, like this is why I mean, I'm thankful that I got gifted a XP Pen Artist 12 screen tablet, and that works well with the laptop. So I can take the laptop with me now with that and just plug it in.
If you have something already, it's like, I wouldn't say the iPad is some game-changing device. It's cool, but like, if you are comfortable with what you have, just stick with that. I just wanted, like I said, something portable that was decent. A few of my friends, actually a lot of the local friends that we all have some kind of portable tablet now, so it's fun. At art meets, they used to be more traditional, and now we're all like just on digital tablets.
I know. I see it now. I'm like, oh my god! Like, so I still tinker with traditional now and then. I keep a little pad, a little booklet. I have a little booklet when I do little doodles in it. To be honest, I should probably upload some of them, because like I used to. I take that pad with me to the park and sit in the park and just sit there, opposite the lake, drawing random stuff in it. And I do at least one drawing per trip to the park, so that way I have something in there. And then like it's like, because traditional, like I started from traditional, so I don't want to. I'd be sad if I lost that kind of thing to because digital is one thing, but I think one thing that digital doesn't teach you is being conscious about your line making, your mark making, because with digital it's okay to make mistakes, and you can just keep erasing them, and
you can erase it, you can do there's layers. You're very spoiled with digital.
That's why you tend to make multiple lines and really scribbly art. It's all messy, whereas in pen, if you do it with traditional, you're taking your time thinking about this line. What is it representing? What's this line I'm drawing? What does it mean? Is there a reason why I'm drawing this line? It makes you think before you make.
It's more thoughtful.
Yeah. And the more you do it, the less you'll be sketchy. You'll be more confident. You're making confident strokes, right? Confident mark making. I think that's that kind of skill gets lost with digital unless you're teaching yourself to do that. Be that strict, but
personally I like scribbly, so that might just be my preference on. I mean, I I like messy things. I like things that feel like they were hand drawn. So like a lot of digital art looks too sleek to me. And I don't always care for that, but it's still pretty. It's still, I can still respect like their artistic like skill, but I'm like, man, that looks boring. That's just me. But often those are also when it's done like, you can use the line tool, pen tool rather. You can make, there's things you can do for assistance to make like very sleek strokes, I guess. But it's true, no, traditional, because thinking back a little bit, there's a lot more technique even in how you hold your tool, like your pencil. There's things of like knowing how to draw, but not it's not even like knowing anatomy, it's just literally knowing how to like make a mark correctly and stuff like that. And digital, it's a lot more forgiving, it's a lot more open. I like that it's accessible for people. Yeah, I miss doing more traditional, because what I've kept is that I try to do traditional again if it's a commission, it's only at cons, and otherwise it's like I keep it as personal art because I want to enjoy it. I want to have something that's just fun. That I don't care to impress anybody or whatever. But yeah, it's hard. It's a lot. It's interesting to think about, though.
Yeah. Zebra on Twitch was saying that you can that monks that royal Bibles, if they make a mistake, they have to start over again, throw the whole thing away. Art mistakes. That's crazy.
I mean, so that's also.
Crazy.
I feel like that taught me how to draw more carefully. Or to like know how to hold the pencil or pen lighter so that you can kind of do preliminary things or really plan out your picture more. Or to just embrace scribbliness. It's whichever approach you're trying to do. But I've definitely had some cases with watercolor where I'm like, oops, it's everywhere now. I gotta fuck. Like, yeah, like it's frustrating.
Yeah, I think with watercolor that's made to be messed around with to get crazy results, like crazy effects, like that, the washing of colors, and I wanna do that again. Watercolor and ink are my, like Indian ink are my favorite mediums. I love the look of them. I love working with them. They're just really fun. Here's a pro tip. Like with watercolor, if you use wax, you can do masking with it.
Oh, that's right. Ooh.
You can mask certain things out with wax, and then do washes over it, and then do some more washes. You can do it in layers, you know. So I guess you can do like layered based. See. Yeah.
Big smart.
Because I saw some master painters that did watercolor stuff, and they used wax to do.
Yeah, to like help, mask things or keep things from.
I was like, oh, it's like what do I think of that? Damn. But yeah, it's just incredible to see that kind of technique done on watercolor level, because obviously most of them use oil paintings and stuff like that, you know. So oils is more the common one. I don't think I've ever touched oils, actually. Never got to. Oh, good. It's good.
I did a lot of acrylic in high school because it's cheap meat, so it's easy for schools to get. But I found I liked watercolor a lot, and I just like the look of ink wash and stuff like that. It's like some of my favorite, like when I find digital artists that can make it look like they did something like an ink wash, I'm just like, how? How'd you do that? How? That's so cool. But yeah, no, art's cool. So it's neat to see all the kind of techniques people have, or styles, different approaches. You got a lot of oil. You're like a robot. That's why you got oil, Cody. Let's see. I don't know if my values are actually any good. They're okay. But I only got to work with watercolor in any serious regard for a short period in high school. It was a ton of fun and I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I still have some of my watercolors actually in this office. But because it was neat, like our teacher, she'd been painting for like 20 years or something, and she was kind of a bitch, but I felt like I actually learned stuff from her class, so at least I give her that. She did teach me techniques and general knowledge of watercolor I would have not known, like how to stretch a canvas and little techniques of like, if you do spill your paint, you can like use either a brush or a sponge, like a really wetted sponge, and you can lift the paint off your canvas. And you won't get all of it, but you can kind of correct some mistakes if you work with it like that. Or like lessen like the intensity of a color. There's little things you can do. But yeah, it'd be fun because I would love to paint something that wasn't just a serious picture, because that's all she wanted us to do. Or like houses or people. I did a pet portrait for my final. But like, you know, just draw a furry. Like I would love to do that. And she wouldn't let us. She's like, no cartoons. Because I would doodle on the edge of, because we'd have like a board and you'd use painter's tape or like a watercolor tape to secure your canvas. And I would doodle on the tape, like it wasn't on my piece. And she'd be like, no cartoons. I don't like that. I'm like, well,
no cartoons.
Yeah. I like my little monsters and stuff. So, it's whatever. People, yeah, it's interesting meeting. And so I have like that like worry when I meet a lot of older artists, but I've definitely found that I feel like most I've encountered, more that I've encountered are like encouraging, and they're just like happy that people want to do art. And so let's give her like a little blow on her ear. Maybe some like there. Monsters are better. Yeah. It's the hardest paint to get into, in the sense that once the color is there, it stays there. You can't rectify it. That's why, yeah, multimedia and such. Yeah, watercolor is definitely more unforgiving. Where was the cat I made? It's like one of the few things I've posted on Instagram, but did I put it in here?
So yesterday I had someone drop by on my server voice last night, asking about just like portfolio stuff. And they said, would I, and then asked me, would I ever put a not safe for work piece on my portfolio?
Oh no.
No. It's just a question. Would you? And I said no. Why would you want to do that? Because but the question was, like if that piece, that not safe for work piece, was like a really well colored piece, you know, like demonstrates your skill. That was the question, and obviously the answer still would be no. But like, it was something that made me laugh. I was like, okay.
I mean, that's what you're pitching to.
Yeah, exactly.
If
exactly.
it's a company for an adult game or something,
yeah,
or whatever,
exactly.
Sure. But if it's like my own website is very safe for work. I don't put any weird shit on there.
No, exactly. I kind of like chuckled as like, well, you know, it depends. It depends on who you're going for, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to be putting stuff like that. Okay, the moment you put that in there, that's it. It's game over. In our pub.
Hold on. I will put. I found a watercolor thing I was going to share, but I'll put it in your stream chat. So I did, because this was when a friend of mine flew all the way over from Denmark and hung out with me for like a couple weeks.
Okay.
And he commissioned me, and so I did a mock-up first of the cat, and then this one.
Oh.
Like, I wish. My only thing is, I wish I drew her a little lower so her tail didn't get cut off like that. But that was one of those, like, I'm so used to be able to move stuff in digital art. It's hard to like get to do that.
This is where you have to be strict with yourself in traditional. Like, if something isn't right, then you make your effort to fix it. If you ignore it, then you know it's going to go off the canvas, isn't it? You have to be like that. So from the beginning, from the beginning, you have to get the composition down straight away.
Yeah. And I think if I remember right, I just drew the tail so loosely. I'm like, I'll figure it out, and then I'm like,
and then exactly. So always nail it down at the beginning, the foundation, because otherwise, down the line, when it happens, you're like, oh damn, I had the chance to do it, and it did.
I'll put it on my stream for a minute so people can see. Although it might be hard to see both the cats. Yeah, it was like a family pet that like had long since passed away, but it was like his mom's favorite cat, so he gave it to her as a gift. He got it framed and everything, and I was like, oh, I'm glad you like it.
Cat is gone.
Yeah, watercolor's fun. It's tricky, but like this one was a lot of layers. Like I when I do watercolor, I have a hair dryer ready.
Oh, nice.
Because sometimes you're just sitting there waiting, and I'm like, fuck that. That's what my watercolor teacher taught us. She had a bunch of hair dryers.
Oh,
just like
wow.
just do that.
Nice.
When I've gone to cons for my ink washing, I'll steal the hair dryer from the hotel room and bring it to my table.
Nice. That's pretty clever. I think the ones in the Hilton. I think the ones in the Hilton. I think they're plugged in. I think, or the chat. Oh no. Sorry, they're separate.
I gotta get like a portable one anyway. It's like a battery thing or something. But I try not to use it too much because it's loud and it's noisy. So yeah.
I think you should probably get one of those air heaters. They're not that loud. The portable air
that would probably be good. Yeah, because sometimes it's like you want it to be dry so that it's not blending the colors in a way you don't want. You want that control. But yeah, she was just a puffball cat. That was 2018. Wow, that was a while ago. Time is flying.
Yeah.
But I would like to do that. I'd like to do. There was a watercolor, a little one I had done. I don't even know where I'd be able to find the piece at this point, but it was a gift to a horse, furry. He wasn't doing so well at the time, and so like a friend had gotten like a gift basket, and then me and the same girl who does the pottery, she had like some art supplies and some watercolor stuff. So I made him a little portrait, and that was fun. I'm like, yeah, I really like this actually. I just need to do it more. Hold on, I'm getting.
Yeah, that's Zebra, who's on Twitch, said he did pottery in high school. High school is the right word. I never got to do it. I never had a chance to do pottery. Like, especially the ones that's the pottery. When I mean pottery, I mean the pottery where you put the thing on the clay in the middle and it spins around and you put your that cool stuff. I never got a chance to do that. That would be awesome to get that experience.
This friend, I will show her off. I will put her in the stream chat. Let me find her. She comes into my stream sometimes. She's Tina Dragon, but she's been doing tiki mugs of people's personas, and people have been liking those a lot.
Dancing. I would have thought that the Ghost. I think the film Ghost had the pottery stuff. Ghost, Patrick Swayze. And a dragon. Pottery Derg. The Pottery Derg.
Pottery Derg. Yep. The only thing that's annoying is that between locals, they keep mixing her and I up because it's Kahea and Kina. Like we're completely different species in terms of animals. We're different, but it's just the K ish noise, I think, throws people off with similar syllables. But oh well. But it only gets me if it's in person, because I've had them like talk to me for a good like minute or two, and then it's sometimes they're just swapping the names and they know who's who, but other times they're like, "Yeah, you do the pottery." I'm like, "No, I fucking don't."
Yeah, tell them.
Not Kita. Yeah. I've done pottery. I got to do like in high school. We got to do clay projects, and I have one of them on my desk. It's a mug that has a wolf face on it with my Persona's original pattern, which is just white with black ears, and that was cool. But I haven't gotten to really sculpt that much. Otherwise, I kind of want to bug her about that, because she has the setup for it. It'd be kind of fun to give it a go.
Yeah, pottery will be nice, because you can make your pots, pen pots and stuff, and people might want, if you want, like, if you really want to like profiteer off it, you can make urns for people. Pets urns.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess
it's as morbid as that sounds, but it's money, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, I could put my pet's ashes in that. Yeah, you could make a little pot of it. It's money. I was about to say, the other thing you can obviously, that I know some people do, is the pet portraits, isn't it? That's another
that's the big one, is that my family was trying to encourage me to do, I think. And I've done them before and I don't mind them, but it's like
not you. You don't feel
I don't do hyper-realism that much anymore. Like I'm trying to push towards being consistent with anatomy and being like good at that, but I like stylizing stuff a little more, like this picture, you know? And some people get, like with a pet portrait especially, you want it to look really like the creature. And often it's just replicating a photo half the time.
Yeah.
You know, you're just redrawing a photo. I'm like, that's cool for a study, but I'm like, man, I don't know. I might give it a shot for the sake of being marketable to locals or something like that, but it's also that a lot of people are cheap.
Yeah.
You know this. You're an artist. Where I'm like, this would be like even just $100, and they're like, wow, that's a lot. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but this takes me a bit of time, and even if it doesn't I don't know, I get it where people get like, you're only working for 2 or 3 hours, but it's like, yeah, but I've been drawing for over 10 years, and that's why I can do something in 2 or 3 hours. You know, I don't work for minimum wage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like,
I can't.
It's just people trying to just find a better deal.
Yeah,
that's what it is, isn't it?
That's all it comes down to. And I fair, I get it, but I'm not selling like we're not selling like a product that's like a mass-produced thing. Like if it's a print, that's one thing.
I don't
mind. Replications of stuff, like that's different. We're like, I can throw you a deal, I'll give you 2 for whatever, or I'll throw off something, or I'll throw something in. But like, if I'm having to hand make this, like, no, I can only give you so much discount and stuff before it's like no good.
You raise a point there, like about custom. Everything. What is made to your order, isn't it? You're making it to their specification, so it's not basically a pre-generated generic thing. Like here it is, you're making this based on their requirements. So there is that payment. That's where the payment goes, isn't it? That's where the money goes, isn't it? Yeah.
That's really what it is. And some people are completely understanding about that, and other ones are not. And if anything, I've had really good experience with furries, because I think I just don't have the patience for people who try to dance around like asking for requests, or like, I have $5, and I'm like, cool. Like that's all I say. I'm like, cool. What are you gonna do with that? I can work with a budget. Like if you're just a few bucks short, usually I'll just let someone get the commission anyway. I don't, it's not a big deal. But because I used to run into worse furries, but it's as I raised my prices that kind of like chased off anyone who's going to be a big pain in the ass, rather. Like, I have some friends send me screenshots, and I'm like, and it's just for like a badge, or it's just for just something that's like $20, and this person is wanting them to bend over backwards basically for it. Like, man, don't. I know it's really hard, and you really want a commission, like, because you need the money, but is this worth it? Is this like actually worth it?
Usually, if there's anyone, if someone's making an inquiry where they say they can't afford it, the conversation should just immediately be terminated. There's no point of even there's no point trying to drag on the conversation with them, right? Like if they're not going to buy, if they're going to say if
they're going to buy something,
it's like
there's so much. Sometimes you can save up for later. Sometimes they're like, can you keep me in mind in the future? I don't mind those kind of questions or whatever. Or there's.
I mean, the other thing that is very important that not a lot of artists even mention when they set their prices is part payment. Part payment is another very handy sales term you can use.
Plans?
Yeah. Because like people because most people think, oh damn, like it's $200. I can't. Oh, that means I have to pay it all at once. Oh no, I don't think I got $200. Like, if you tell them, and it's like in their mind, it's like
they accept payment plans. That's fine.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I think that kind of breaks the ice a bit. It can help some people. They go, oh, okay, $200. I can pay like £100. I can put a deposit down for 100, or maybe $50, whatever. Pay the rest in like two installments. So at least that way I can pay it rather than paying all at once. I think that's one thing that most artists don't really mention until like the last minute. I think if it's mentioned near the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, don't worry, like this is how much it's going to cost. We accept part payment. At least that kind of opens the door to flexibility.
Yes. Yeah.
And
also you got to be careful on what you accept as payment plans though too, because I've had people who wanted to pay me like $20 a week. And
no.
You can set aside money.
part payment, and that's when we say part payment, we're saying like obviously deposit, fine, but then after that minimum two deposits or two payments or one or two payments.
Yeah, whatever amount, you figure it out.
But like paying $20 is that's stupid. And unless
an insult, honestly.
I mean $20 a month. I mean, like that's if it's like a $200 piece and you're paying $20 a month, you'll be waiting for a long time, right?
Yeah, that's what it kind of comes down to. I tell people. So I need to actually check what my TOS even says. Is I was going to raise it to 300. I think it's at 250 right now, where I accept payment plans, or I'll do payment plans if it's over X amount. Because otherwise, it's like if it is a lot, but it's like I can wait for somebody. Like I can hold on if you need to wait a couple weeks for your paycheck or something. But it's otherwise it's like then I'm either chasing for them or it's just some of my work I'll get done so fast once I start it, like I just get it done that day. So I don't want to sit on it and wait for you to pay me or just whatever. One of my friends doesn't even do payment plans, but his commissions are hella expensive now. But he does big paintings, like big realistic paintings. But he's like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to chase somebody for half my money. I think it's fine. I got recently a big group commission, and I was happy to let him split it up. So it's like whatever you gotta do, you gotta be adaptive and reasonable. So let's see where. Oh, there's that color. I'm like, where are all my colors on this picture?
Look right here. The colors right here. Sorry, wrong color. Sorry. So there's all up in this chat.
Let's see, Zod. Where are you at on your piece?
I'm just rendering out. Just bringing it all together. Bringing it all.
Nice.
These people will cash now. Yeah, you get people that say they're struggling for cash. That's common story.
Mm-hmm.
Struggling for cash. I tell you what.
Then why are you trying to get an art commission?
I tell you what thing that concerns me when I see the fact, and then this is more on the creative side. You might have seen these kind of posts where people say they're like they need $50 by the end of this month for paying for food and stuff, emergency fund, and like. I mean, like part of me thinks.
Okay, so I've been there, but I only do it if it's actually an emergency now. And I haven't had to do it for like a year or two. And I think the last one was like a pet veterinarian emergency.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. But there's not a good look when it's especially so often where they're like constantly opening. Yeah, it come off as very professional either.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not overly criticizing it. It's just I see it often, like, and I'm like thinking, like, if you're a business, you don't see like Apple or Microsoft saying,
right?
Oh shit, we got paid today's rent. Shit, we need to quickly buy some tablets quickly.
I think part of it is especially that
it's
online artists are a lot more. I mean, it's with furries, but it's a more casual market.
I mean, it's not just. I've seen other artists do this as well. It's not just the fur. It's just like I'm just thinking, like, do people go into these things without planning ahead, or like thinking for the worst? Like, do they have like a plan B, or because like normally when this is why I didn't really want to go down the full-time artist routes in terms of furry, because I thought if I don't make enough, what's going to happen? What is the plan B?
Yeah.
Which is like,
what is the plan B?
So it got me thinking, like, shit, I can't do this, because if I do it, like it'll work out for a while.
You can fall behind. So like I'll give you what my thing is, because I'm a full-time artist, is that either I've had to fall back on my boyfriend, is that he's covered my rent once or twice before, and then when I can, because sometimes I make the money and then I cover something, or I took out money from a credit line. And unfortunately that like caught up to me, so now it's like it's pretty big, but it's not the biggest thing ever. So but that's what I would do, is if I really couldn't pay rent, I'm like, well, I guess PayPal credit will cover it this month. Dip into that. That was honestly, I was trying to do furry freelance stuff way too quickly when I wasn't like, I didn't have enough of an audience or consistency. So there were months where I was only making like $200-$300. That's not enough for anything, that's food, that's groceries for the month. But I was stubborn, and I was wanting to make it work, and I was frustrated of when I would apply for day jobs and just not hear anything back, or I just fucked up interviews. I just said, fuck it, I'll just do art. And now it's worked out, but I deal with the consequence of that, and I'm paying those things off slowly, but it's manageable at this point. So
so Zebra mentions like if people have to do emergency commissions and then immediately go on a weekend holiday afterwards. It's like, ouch. That's like sneaky. Yeah, it's like kind of like that song from Hitchhiker's Guide to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Thanks and so long, and thanks for the fish. Dolphins, the dolphin song. Have you watched
No. I know of the film, but I've never seen it actually.
On YouTube, you can get the original radio series. Highly recommend it. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. I mean, the film's like a condensed version of the radio series. So the radio series, you'll get the full extent. So I think it's much better, much more story. Yeah, it's good. I was listening. I started listening to it again during the winter time. So basically, every Friday I would have like a hot salt bath just to relax, just to chill. Put on the phone, just play it on the phone, let it play whilst in the bath. It's great. It's great. Great to relax, because the thing was, after every working week, I found it hard to relax. Really, I was just like so tense, edgy as hell. So I needed some way to just chill So I found having salt baths, like you can buy bath salts, just bought a box of those and just chill in a hot bath. Radox, yep, Radox. I think you can get Radox in the States. I'm sure you can get Radox brand. It's a brand of bath salts.
You don't have a bathtub.
You don't have a bathtub?
Well, we have one, but it's like very old and doesn't hold water.
Oh.
But I have been considering, because we have a friend that one of our friends works at Lush, so he brings soaps and all sorts of cool stuff. And I'm like, dude, I wanna find even just a local hotel in Fresno. Find one that has like a big tub, and then just rent it with friends, and just put a bunch of stuff in it. Just chill out.
I've tried Lush bath bombs. They're really good.
Yes.
They
smell so good.
Someone got me one as a gift. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I threw it as a peach. Threw the peach into the bath. Incredible.
Would recommend.
Yes. Peach. But yeah, I've got radio shows. I've been on YouTube. I've been listening to those like in bath whilst having a bath, just to something,
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, because I was just saying when I started streaming, like when I'm working, I tend to listen to stuff on YouTube. I've been listening to like random like documentaries, like murder documentaries, like solve crime stuff, true crime stuff. Funny enough, I've been watching a lot of First Amendment audit videos on YouTube. I'm very interested, like in this, like, and how the US law and how crazy it is over there, stuff like that. The law, like, you got to exercise your First Amendment, otherwise you may lose it. You don't get that. You don't get stuff like that happening often in the UK, but in the US, it's like, whoa, what is going on over there? So I like watching these people who go around with their cameras to test their rights, freedom to express their First Amendment right to record in publicly accessible areas. I started watching one of them, and then I started watching more of them, and it was like, just don't stop now.
Yeah, they're addictive. Those ones are because I know what you're talking about. I've run into some of those.
Oh really?
My boyfriend found them interesting.
Oh, lucky you.
And no, not in person, just like on YouTube.
Oh, right. Let's say it.
Yeah, fortunately not in person. That would be weird. I mean, like, I get it in some cases, but some of them it's like, dude, you're like, this guy was like stalking around an elderly home.
Oh my god.
He's like, I'm on the sidewalk, it's fine. I'm like, yeah, but you're being kind of a dick. Like, even if it's not illegal,
some of them don't like. I tend to look for they look for a reaction, which is I don't like those ones. I like the ones which are legit. They're there for a legit reason. They're not doing anything. Just standing there recording.
They're just making sure. Yeah, they're kind of checking that.
And they're educating the people.
Have that right still.
Yeah. They're the ones like I've seen some annoying ones where they're baiting the cops, like they're baiting them, like You're
just trying to get in a fight. Like, stop.
Because
no one wants to be here.
because like because I think the one of the obviously you can insult the police officers. You can insult them. You can call them anything you want, but you can't threaten them with insults. So like you can't say, I'm gonna kick your head in.
Yeah, but you can call them a dumb fuck. They can't do anything about that.
Yeah. Things like that. Yeah, you can call them. You can't threaten them.
Call them names, but
You can call. You can call that. Yeah.
Or good UK special twat.
Spice it up a little,
Yeah. But so like but those people just go around insulting them. I'm like, oh, come on now, like, what? I don't see the point of this. Like, just I don't watch those provoke ones. What's that provoke? Nearly reached 2:30. Nearly 2:30. I should probably stop in a minute. Oh, see, time goes fast. Time goes.
Yeah, when you're arting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So have you been keeping up a schedule for yourself for streaming, or this is like?
Lately it's no. No. I haven't even been doing my Thursday commission streams that much, but it's been.
Oh.
I'm trying to jump on it when I have the opportunity to, and then I, to get work in. But it's been. There's just a lot of family stuff going on right now, so it's like sometimes I suddenly have to kind of stop everything and address that.
Right.
So it's just been a lot. So if anything though, I'm glad that I'm still very good at jumping into art mode pretty fast. That's what I've learned to do over the last couple of years, especially since COVID was like, or quarantine rather. I don't like it helps to be in the mood, I'm feeling creative, but I'm like, no, I can just kind of doodle for a bit and then be like, all right, what commission do I gotta work on, and I can get to work. I can approach art kind of differently, but that definitely like it probably reflects the quality of the work, because if I'm doing it because I have to, I feel like I definitely put a different level of effort in, even if I'm really trying to put effort. It's still, it's just different. Like this one, I'm taking a moment to like look at it and what am I going to pick at? What do I want to work on next on this painting? And I'm not trying to just rush it and time myself and get it done. I'm just trying to slow down with art too. Like I would get so obsessed about how fast or how long I took. And I still like tracking that, but now I'm not really trying to beat a clock. It's more just to see just to observe.
Yeah.
I've been keeping a timer from yesterday because that's when I was painting this, and so I'm at like 5 hours on it now. Probably closer to 6 of how much time I've actually put on in it. But I just like, I don't know, I like doing that. It's just been a thing. I like to think, it took me this long to do this. It helps you like price things better too, so you kind of know the level of effort you have to do if you have to do for a certain type of piece. But no, I want to get on a schedule for that again. I'm just I'm just glad to get something in, is what it is right now. I was like, let's not worry about strict schedules. Let's just make sure we're working X amount of hours a day or per week or whatever. Because then I can at least have I know there's progress, and even if I have to kind of do it different times each day, but I want to work towards a schedule. So
yeah,
probably only like 5 or 6 hours each. Like a work day would be that, where I'm gonna block out that much time. Like maybe a total of 7-8 hours, but I'm trying to work for 6 of them, like wiggle around with breaks and stuff like that. Because I know that if I try to make myself draw like 7-8 hours a day, my wrist will just start shaking, because that's what happens. So I know my limit on that. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to,
You should always take regular breaks, like 10 minutes. Like every 10 minutes, take a look, stretch your wrists, do a little stretch, and then resume. Gotta make sure you discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Like every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes, just do a stretch. If you're not doing a stretch every 15 minutes or so, then that's not good. Like luckily on Twitch, I'll remind myself. That's actually a good idea.
Thank you for saying that. So I'm doing that now.
On Twitch, I've got the bot. There's bots. There's a bot that tells me every time to take a stretch and a hydrate. So I'm taking a hydrate now.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm
pretty good about drinking water pretty frequently, at least. I get thirsty, but I'll get up, like walk around a little bit. Usually it's like, I want more water, or I gotta use the bathroom, or whatever it is, and like I'll kind of walk around a little bit. I'll go sometimes I'll go outside in the backyard for a moment just to get like air. I like not being cooped up in one room. I like the privacy of my little studio office room here, but I don't want to be in here all day. Yeah,
no,
I like getting variety.
Mm.
People tend to forget that like meme of go out and touch grass is actually legitimate.
Yes, yeah, that it is. Like, it's good to be outside. It's healthy. I'm fortunate enough to live in a house where we have a nice backyard, lots of flowers and cactus and stuff like that. My roommates have been doing lots of gardening, so I'm like, it's at least pleasant to be outside, because like in an apartment it kind of sucked, but you try to work with what you got at that point.
Maybe if you own a laptop one day, you can stream the garden, just sit in the garden, work on the garden, get a table set up. That'd be nice, isn't it? Nice.
That would be something nice to do. That I actually want to I want to host art meets here where people could like use, like, because we have a lot of interesting plants, so it's like do a study, draw that flower, stuff like that. That would be really fun to do. But we'll figure it out as we get there. Hello, Tumak.
I wasn't paying attention to this. The Picasso chin. I wasn't looking at it. Too many windows.
Right. I mean, it's easy to get lost. Fine.
Yeah.
Lost in the sauce. Legit.
Do that.
Speaking of Picasso, you know what? I've not actually been keeping up tabs with the people I used to stream with in the past. I don't know what they've been up to. They've kind of like kind of forgotten them. Back in the day, back in the day, I used to like stream often. We usually be like, I think Hill, a few other people. There'd be people I know used to stream on there. And I think the issue is that because they stream at like around after hours, I'm probably sleeping during the normal times now, so I don't really see them. Yeah, it's like
it gets hard.
None of that late night shenanigans anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's how I met you originally. Was that, I mean, I'm way behind you, but it would, when I was on, you'd be on, even though it'd be like 4 a.m. for you. Yeah. But I've been trying to stream I'm trying to work earlier, so it's like 5 o'clock now, and I've been at this for 2 hours. So instead of starting at 5, I really want to start. If I stream regularly, I want to start at like 1 p.m. Is what I wanted to do. Yeah. Do some like private, like non-stream stuff in the mornings, whether it's art or like just emails or whatever shit. And then around that time, because that would probably work better, where I get more done. I'm not drawing when I'm tired. That was the big habit that I had, is I just be tired, but I'm like, well, I feel creative because it's nighttime, or it's when I would regularly draw. Or the big one was trying to be available for streams, because a lot of potential clients are more available after work hours. And so I'd stream around that time, but then sometimes you're sitting there waiting for someone to show up anyway, There were nights where I would like get someone almost at midnight, so then I would stay up till 2 or 3 just getting their commission in because they wanted to get something. But now I don't do that anymore. I'm like, no, you can wait till tomorrow. You're good. Like I'll take your email and stuff, and we can talk about it. But like, nah. Yeah, try not to do that anymore.
Yeah, health is more important than.
Yeah, yeah. Than you getting your furry picture a day sooner.
Well, if they want a day sooner, then they should charge more, or you should charge more, right? Then we
rush fee.
Rush, yeah. Express, K Express. You go for express package, you expect real time updates and all that.
Okay, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, yes, it's like a little progress bar saying like, Cares right now sleeping. She's now working on your piece.
Yeah. Like a status check. Like, what's he doing now?
Yeah. What's she doing? What's she doing right now? Yeah. Doing fuck all. Okay, you're right. Better do fuck all. What? Stop doing fuck all. Get the work done.
Get the work. I need it.
Dude, naffle.
I need to find. Oh, there it is. I have all of 2 pictures of reference for a sheep. That's all I need. Actually, let me see. How do sheeps actually sit? Maybe I can get a better picture.
So it's more like the sheep with the most like anxious bad noise. Okay, it's happening inside. It's fine.
That sounded like Skeletor.
Yeah, that.
Mitch, you guessed it, He-Man. You were right.
Oh my god. This one sits like a dog.
I don't know the fact that sheep and cats have like a neutral agreement. Then I should be happy or concerned.
Right. I guess they don't really sit very often, do they? But I'm gonna still keep him sitting.
Oh, have you applied for the D-list then for Virality this year?
I have not. When is Virality?
June, I think June 17th or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm like, if it's on BLFC, fuck it. But if it isn't, then sure.
I don't know. I don't know what the deadline is for the D-list then application. They opened it a few weeks ago.
Ooh, okay.
We named now. It's the
Yeah, let me look up on Twitter because that's usually when I found out about it.
This year's theme looks pretty cool, the Luma thing. So
isn't it like the aquatic one?
Yeah. The superhero one was a bit naff. I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was a bit. I think they rushed.
That's the one I skipped on. Yeah,
you can tell. Like going from Forest of Luma to that. I'm like, what has gone? What's happened there?
Oh, that was from April. Sign in using Discord. That's right. Yeah, it's 17th. Okay.
17th. I was right. Oh, that's the ballpark. I was guessing as well. Yeah. Should apply for it. Get it done.
Oh, it's nice. They actually have a lot more information now about it, which is nice when you're first applying. It's just like clarifying things because people don't always understand that. Like VR chat, there's a limited amount of people per world.
Yeah.
I like that they're like explaining that and stuff. Yeah, I've been trying to tell friends of mine too, like you might as well apply to it even if you don't really ever play VR chat, because like it's a booth, like people can see your stuff.
I've noticed that there's a lot more. There's too many recoloring people, so there's not much illustration stuff. So you can really
there's a few other illustrators, but like especially the first year I was in my room. Yeah. Actually, even just compared to all the vendors, there was only like 5 illustrators, like including myself, like painters. So mine stood out a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
in that room.
Yeah.
In the previous one, it was kind of a bummer because the way they set up the booths was like this hike that you would take.
Yeah.
And mine was the very last one.
Right at the top.
So not everyone found me, but I'm like, it's okay. They didn't make it loop very well. So like the first one, it was a big circle that worked great.
Yeah.
People could kind of just peruse.
The superhero one, they did it better. It was like a circular thing, so it was the layout was much better. Like it's 2 floors. It's like a figure eight with 2 floors. So but everything was like organized into areas of interest, like 3D model makers to recolorers to conventions to clothing to artists, 2D artists. So it was all grouped up, so it was all nicely grouped together, in areas. So not just mixed up wishy-washy. And I think the figure eight idea works because you can look across and see what's over there and run across rather than going up. I mean the forest one was good. I did like it. It was just, there's something magical about that one. But yeah, it's the theme, isn't it?
Really quick, because I think you just gotta send them like info, like most cons anyway.
Oh, you're applying now.
I mean, it's just fill out some info. I give them. It's why I made my website. I could just copy paste stuff to people. It's very easy.
Boom. I should probably make a website for myself. I haven't. The only one I got is the Not Safe for Work one, which is not good, but. Should probably make a safer work one, like a generic portfolio kind of. But I've been relying on ArtStation for that. But
there you go. Done.
Wow, look, go you. Yeah. Yeah. So I take it you'll be attending, or you won't be attending though.
I might. It kind of depends on what we're doing that weekend. It is Pride in June, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Although unfortunately, BLFC takes place the same weekend as Fresno Pride Parade does, so I get to miss that. But a lot of the furries have been talking about like wanting to do stuff during the month, so I might even try to host something. Yeah, I'll try to be available. I might bug my roommate because I used to play with Index, and it was his index, and it's plugged into his computer now, but he doesn't ever use it. So I'm be like, dude, can we just plug it back into my computer because I have the room?
Yeah,
like because we would do that. I would let them. That's also another reason why I got my iPad, was that if I still wanted to do stuff and someone wants to play a game, like, yeah, just use my. It's fine. I don't care. Like, you know, I just log out of stuff so that they're not getting spammed on Discord or something, or I go do not disturb. And then let them play games. So, because I miss getting to be in VR. Desktop is fine, but I'm like, this is not the same. It's not nearly as like fun.
Because I noticed you used to be in VR quite a bit, and then you just disappeared for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, my friend took his headset back and didn't use it.
Like...
So I'm like, damn it. I was originally gonna buy myself one, but it's a lot.
It's a luxury item.
It's a lot to buy.
It is a luxury item. Yeah. That's why. I mean, I wanted to buy a Quest, not Quest. I wanted to buy an Index, but then I ended up buying a Quest, and it does the job. It does the job. It's cheap, anyways. It's like $300.
Well, like, it can't show a lot of avatar. Well, I guess if you're plugged into your computer, it can, right?
Yeah. If you plug into the PC, it becomes a PC VR headset. So I don't use it for the.
I did not realize that.
Yeah. So
that might be the route I take, even though I don't want to do the Facebook thing, but I have a Facebook anyway, so whatever.
I mean, the Facebook stuff. Inside the settings, you can set it all to private, so no one knows you could. Yeah. It's got.
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah.
I think all it needs is the authentication that it's connected to your account. But obviously, Facebook's not going to tell you, you're playing this game. But I mean, when you switch it on and you go to the Oculus settings inside it, it'll suggest you friends, like friends you already have. If you want to add, if you want to add them to your friends account, like your Oculus friends account thing, you know, like it's like a VR Facebook inside it. But I don't use all that stuff inside it anyway. I just plug into the PC and it ignores everything on the Oculus side, because you're connected to the PC now, not to Oculus.
Yeah, you're not connected to you're just using it as a device now.
Exactly. And the nice thing about it is, I mean, this can be a drawback, but I think it's pretty cool. The fact is, when you plug into PC, you get about roughly 9 to 10 hours usage, which is pretty good. Because after that the headset tells you got to recharge it, you know, because obviously there's only so much power you can pump into that headset from the PC, but at least that tells you that you got to take a break.
That's true. No, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean 9 hours is pretty damn good. I mean, I remember using it when I first bought it. I stayed in VR chat for a long time, just playing one of those horror wars, which has a fucking stupid puzzle on it. Spent hours trying to solve it. The thing is with VR chat, obviously you don't want to leave the world, because if you leave the world, it resets the world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I wanted to complete this damn world. I wanted to complete it. So yeah, it was like a full-on 9-hour session on it. Oh my god! I had to ask someone to come into the world, and I had to leave the world and play on desktop just to complete it. What was left of it. It was but it was worth it. I was like, yeah, I've done it now. I mean, if I play it again, I can probably do it quicker. But it was just the puzzles were driving me nuts. It's like, what does this mean? And this was like at 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to figure out frigging puzzles.
Yeah, that would be a little tricky. True. Well, that's that's good to know, because then, I might consider that, because I didn't realize that you could still like work with it otherwise. I just knew there was a whole problem with like Quest compatible avatars.
No, that's if you want to use VR chat through Quest only, which I don't know why anyone would want to do that. But I mean, maybe if it's probably good for kids, because like they don't care about that
right
stupid low poly crap. But yeah, if you want to,
I think it's for some people had like limited setups, so if it wasn't near their computer for play space, But I have a lot of room in here, so it's like I can make a play space in here again. Wait, wasn't there no like lighthouses or something, or the cameras, or do they have a camera?
No, that doesn't come with anything like that. If you want to do body tracking, you'll have to get you have to get you can get the Kinect. I've been hearing people using Kinect, Xbox Kinect, the devices, and plug into the PC, and it does frontal body tracking. There is also a program on Steam which uses turns the webcam into a body tracker.
Oh.
Which works with the Quest.
I gotta get a webcam anyway. I've been meaning to. Yeah. Mine broke a while ago.
Yeah. So but the thing is, now recently there's been some like new products of body tracking being made for VR headsets. So, but the thing is, body tracking is just it's still I think it's still a luxury thing for VR chat. It doesn't really work anywhere else, right? It's still like, is it worth it? I mean,
depends what you want. Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, if you want to spend like £400-300 on a body tracker just for VR chat, is that worth it? It's yeah. I mean, if you really want body tracking, then I guess Index is probably better to go. I mean, some people say Cosmo, the HTC stuff, but HTC stuff's pretty naff as well. It's old. It's all old tech now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And
nothing up to date.
Yeah. So you're paying a lot of money for like 2020 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Quest came out a year after. I think 2021. It's a 2021 device, I think.
Something like that?
Yeah. So I try to think of it like that. You know, same with Index. Index is old as well. So I'm hoping that bloody Valve produces something new, but I don't think they will. I'm not sure, but they you know, when they do, if it's a VR headset, I'll probably will get that instead because it's newer. But
yeah, but it's paying for the so the full body too is I think it's like a $2,000 setup usually.
Yeah.
It's a bit. It pretty much so it becomes worth it is if that you're playing so much. It's like VR becomes digital fursuiting because then getting new avatars is either free or cheap if it's not customs. But yeah, I don't think I would use it that much. I just like having the play space, but if it can work functionally where you can still walk around, that's more of what it is. Like that you're not static and you're not standing in one spot.
Yeah.
I like being able to actually walk around a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for that you don't need body tracking for that. No.
Okay.
No. But body tracking is actually if you squat or do a dance on the spot, it tracks that. It tracks your body, literally your body doing stuff. So if you decide to scratch your bum, then it'll track that. It will track exactly that. You know, like so. Yeah. But if you're moving around the room, that's not for body tracking. That's fine, I think. You don't. I mean, the Quest can do that. You can because obviously because the headset's got cameras on it, so it knows where you're moving around and stuff.
Oh, so it can track the position a bit.
Yeah. But if you want actual physical body tracking, like what you're doing, like if you're sitting, if you let's say you want to sit down on the floor with your knees curled in, you can do that with Index, and people will see that. People will see in VR chat, your model sitting down, your legs pulled in, your legs pulled in because it's tracking the leg. It's seeing what your legs are doing and stuff. If you want things like that, then yes, that's the.
I see. I don't know if his face looks right.
Yes, the 3 hours. I should probably stop it. Let's pause it here. Pause the recording. How long was this recording for? 2 hours 40. How much of that painting you got still left to do? Is that still a lot, or just fixing?
Getting there.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I'm gonna finish it today, but maybe I might. I'm trying to get, because I've been so obsessed with the wolf, and I'm like, okay, let's get the sheep because he's smaller, he's less space. He's small. I want to mess with the flowers around them a little bit. Like I like the sky, I like the background more or less. Add some grass so that like it's overlapping them a little bit. I gotta finish her tail is her main thing, and then just probably little bits of cleanup, but yeah, like my character's mostly done on this for what I want, and then yeah, so it's like 80% done, something like that, 85, some
nice,
arbitrary numbers.
Nice.
Yeah. I want to redraw the flowers that he's holding too, but it's just like quick placeholder thing. But it's also like I know I don't need to hyper detail a lot of those kind of things because you're not gonna see every petal. You're not gonna see. I already like stylizing with shapes and stuff like that too. So really, I'm just making sure that he looks like he's not broken. But I think he looks fine. I might fluff him out a little more, make the sheep a little bigger, but I'll just paint more sheep. If that makes it. Yes, more floof.
Just give him a quick wash to blow dry.
Right. That's the brush I want.
That's how we do it. Just.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm gonna wrap up here. I'll be back tomorrow with probably some spooky gaming with Amnesia Rebirth. So thanks for joining me as always, and I'm gonna say as always, keep watching the skies, and I'll see you people tomorrow for more Painteroonie, for more arting, more gaming. Oh hell, yeah. See how tired I am saying all this crazy stuff. Zebra, cheers for hanging out with me there. You're still there? Just a sec. And Ritalin as well. See, Ritalin's lurking in now. But I'm still gonna be on Discord if you want to hang out. If anyone's still on Discord, that's where I'll be for the duration. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. Take it easy, guys. Yeah, and see you guys tomorrow for some gaming. Some gaming goodness. Yes. See you later. Bye.